Welcome, everybody, to the Shut Your Mouth Lounge podcast. So, today is episode 47's recording, and I've actually figured out a way to start keeping track of it. I've now set up a folder system where I am organizing podcast topics by folder, and by episode, and by date of recording. So it's actually all really convenient, and if I ever need to go back and see the previous topics on a previous podcast, I can go back and look at it. It's all efficient and shit. I'm just really happy about it. I'm an efficiency nerd. Also, Addy's here. He's here, trust me. He's not saying anything, but he's here, trust me.
He was here just a few minutes ago, trust us.
And Pink is here.
Hi there.
Yeah! Alright. So, today's podcast, we've got a surprising amount of topics, two of which I have hidden from Pink and Addy because I want them to be surprises. So,
That's never a
We
good
all
thing.
we all want $1 billion each.
Yes, please.
oh god. Alright, first, who's up for a little bit of fucking comic book movie news?
I'm always ready for that.
At least it's Spider-Man, so I think, Addy, you're kind of into Spider-Man, aren't you?
Sorta, yeah.
Alright, so they apparently have revealed, I don't know if they've revealed or if it was a leak or anything, revealed the new Spider-Man suit for Far From Home. And
Okay, so you're gonna be surprised, but I actually don't like this suit, even though it's my color scheme.
They
exactly.
made it for you, Addy.
It's the Ditko color scheme, isn't it?
Right.
Red and
The
black,
classic red and black.
which I'm not a fan of. Also, I also don't like it.
Like, it's not even just the color scheme; it's just how it's distributed, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right. There's not enough like differentiation on the legs. Absolutely. I'm also not a fan of just how much black there is on the arms. There should be more red. It should
Right,
be
Yeah,
I'm
more
in
red.
agreement
exactly.
there.
Like Spider-Man, Spider-Man. If you look at the red and blue design, he's mostly red with some blue. That should be a thing with this as well, in my opinion. Because even though I like black more, Spider-Man is a mostly red character.
Yeah.
Right. The black spots they have in there, it looks like he's wearing gauntlets now. Those are completely black, so it kind of ruins the red of the gloves to me. And
Yeah.
he's got you see his belt right there. It's got black mixed in the middle of it,
You know what the
and it
worst
doesn't
part?
look all that good.
You know what the worst part of it is?
What?
Yeah.
The black and the red mix on his hands makes it look like he's wearing fingerless gloves.
It does.
Ah.
It's like,
Post
I think,
post-punk Spider-Man.
yeah, I think the underside is supposed to be the classic red, so it makes the black on top look even more stupid. It's kind of reminiscent of the Superior Spider-Man look.
I think Superior Spider-Man was kind of supposed to look stupid because it was Doc Ock's take on Spider-Man.
Right,
I wouldn't say stupid, but it was supposed to look like a perverted version of the Spider-Man suit.
right.
But I
The
think
best way to this suit is that Spider-Man became a really big fan of Jeff Hardy. and then-
that is exactly what it is reminding me of right now. You've got that is exact. You got it. You got it right there. The one thing that gets me is the black shouldn't be red on the underside of the hands and black on the outside. It should be black on the inside and red on the outside. That makes way more sense for design.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because then the black is connected to the black part, and then the red is connected to the red part.
yeah.
And if you really want to cut up his shoulders from his hands, then you can just put a black line in there that separates the two. Because with the shoulder, the red goes over the shoulder stuff. It seems like they wanted to separate the arms from the shoulders from the arms. And it's like there's better ways to do this.
Yeah, the use of chevron. It's definitely part of the whole recurring issue costume designers have had ever since the Speedo went out of style. Is how do we make it so that the character isn't just wearing all one color? Nowadays, there's just Spider-Man particularly gets a lot of chevrons for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of odd how that happened.
I have no idea why. Like, the Civil War suit had a lot of chevrons. I wasn't paying too much attention to the Iron Spider suit from Infinity War, but it probably had a lot of chevrons as well.
Probably. It increases his motions.
I guess that's the idea, yeah.
The next Spider-Man suit will have flames drawn on it, so it will go faster.
Right.
He's already red. That already gives him +5 to speed.
Oh yeah, but then he'd be a +10.
Oh shit, you're right.
And then if he like tapes a flesh mask to his legs, then he just gets the speed force.
Yeah, and wait, hang on. He's also got to put a spoiler on his shoulders, like a car spoiler. That'll make him go faster as well.
That's a +15. That's a +15.
And don't forget the web wings under the arms.
No, those are if he wants to break.
Ah, yeah. Ah.
Funny.
We're making fun of this suit, but I mean, Spider-Man's had some hideous suit designs in the past, and this is far from the worst.
Yeah, I think The Amazing Spider-Man, the first movie, probably had the worst Spider-Man suit of them all. The thing was ugly.
I do not remember it at all.
Me neither.
Was it the one where he had like red footsies?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was a pretty questionable design choice, yeah.
I still don't know which suit that is because I wasn't paying attention to Spider-Man during the Amazing Spider-Man run of movies and games.
I don't blame you. That was I liked what's his face, Garfield. I liked
Andrew Garfield.
I liked Garfield as Spider-Man well enough, but the thing is, I liked him because he was better than Tobey Maguire, which is not difficult.
Yeah.
And now that we've got fucking Tom Holland as Spider-Man, it's like, why even go back to Garfield? Because Tom Holland pretty much is Peter Parker.
Yep.
It's incredible
I have the
casting.
same opinion.
This just reminded me, if they ever do a freaking Spider-Verse cinematic thing, then they will need to bring back Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
Or they could not. That'd be preferred.
Oh man, Tobey Maguire's old man Spider-Man. It's just Logan, but instead it's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It's terrible.
The whole bit would be he'd come out, yell pizza time, and then get killed.
I was about to say the big spots of Logan. It was like incredible to see Wolverine cry because he's such a tough guy. It's like, oh well, Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man comes back. He spends the entire fucking movie crying. And he makes that stupid scrunched up face that Tobey Maguire always makes when he fake cries.
Or instead of doing that, he comes back like a stoic badass.
The complete opposite.
Yeah. Like Logan, time made Logan not a stuff.
Soft.
It made Logan soft. It made Tobey Maguire harder.
The less we have to say about Tobey Maguire getting hard, the better.
Yeah. But like, just imagine like basically the Punisher of Spider-Man, and it's Tobey Maguire.
That is already a thing, Addy. There is already an alternate universe Spider-Man who is the Spider Punisher.
But is he Tobey Maguire?
No, I don't think so. There's also Spider-Man Noir who carries a gun, and he's voiced by Nicolas Cage.
The best Spider-Man.
And I have no idea why they're putting a lot of emphasis on Spider-Man Noir in the upcoming cartoon movie, because they just killed him off in the comics.
I hope it wasn't a face-off.
Well...
Or by being.
It's those weird psychic vampires under Morloon again, and I think they suck Spider-Man's souls out from their face, is the thing. So it is a face-off.
When are we getting Spider-Man 2099?
When are we getting a Spider-Man comic that isn't stupid fucking psychic space vampires?
That's what I'd like to know.
I don't know what it was about J. Michael Straczynski, but he just fucked it up for everybody. But, in another little bit of news relevant to what I've been doing this past couple of days, Red Dead Redemption 2 is rumored to be coming to PC, at least according to some retailer that accidentally leaked it. Which,
Accidentally.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I actually went into the store to get Red Dead 2. I went into the GameStop to pick up the copy I pre-ordered. And I went up to the desk and I said, hey, yeah, I pre-ordered a copy of Red Dead 2 on PC. And he said, we don't have any copies on PC. And I'm like, no, idiot, I pre-ordered it on PC. Okay, fuck it, whatever, just give me the goddamn game. So yeah. But
It's a funny bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was plenty fun in the moment where I was like, please, I just want to play the game. Give it to me, you fucking... you fucker. Alright, so
You need to kill the last Yeti to get access to it.
I have to kill the last Jedi?
Yeti.
Yeti, okay.
Yeti. Yeah, Yeti.
I don't remember if I killed all the Yeti in Red Dead 1. I think it was Bigfoot, not Yeti.
Whatever.
I think
There's no Bigfoot. Same thing.
Well, the Yeti is supposed to be in the Himalayas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas Bigfoot's like North America, Canada.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Himalayas.
You gotta be careful in North America, or eventually you get into Wendigo territory, and the Wendigos don't fuck around.
Yeah, I know.
They'll eat your ass. So, Red Dead Redemption 2 coming to PC is fairly big because the first Red Dead did not come anywhere near PC.
Oh, did it not?
Absolutely fucking not.
That surprises me.
GTA 4 came out on PC and it was kind of a wreck, but it was very moddable. GTA 5 got announced for PC, of course, and apparently they've been having issues with the fans ever since about mods, because apparently if you have, like, there's chances that the game will just fucking Rockstar will just ban you from GTA 5 servers forever if you use a mod or some shit. So Rockstar has a lot of issues with PC.
I see.
So they went to Todd Howard, I think his name is. The guy behind Bethesda.
Todd Coward, you know, whatever.
Yeah, they went to him for advice.
Well, no, Todd Coward doesn't care about people modding the game. He just wants to make money off of it.
Right.
He wants to be the middleman.
The thing is, like, didn't he want to make the console modding a paid thing?
I don't think Todd Coward is actually behind any of this shit. I think Todd Coward is just the head developer that Bethesda puts out there for all the Fallout Elder Scrolls shit. Kind of like, who am I looking for? I don't know who I'm looking for, but fuck it. Well, I guess Nintendo uses Shigeru Miyamoto for everything, don't they?
Right.
Yeah.
Him and Reggie.
Right, but Reggie's actually supposed to be the PR guy, isn't he?
I wouldn't know.
I don't think
I
Reggie.
would know
say
Reggie by the
yes.
meme.
I don't think Reggie makes any games. I think he's just the PR guy.
Right.
Behind, like, inside into America, there's just a big, like, it's not even actually a building, it's just one room where Reggie makes all of the games.
Reggie is secretly behind it all.
Yeah.
His body
We
has
just
been
think he's the PR guy. He is Nintendo, though.
His body has been ready for longer than we thought.
Yeah, Reggie has been making Nintendo games since Nintendo has been established in, like, 50-something.
Back when they didn't make video games, they just made, what was it, fucking toys or something? That Nintendo made?
Card games.
Card
They
games.
started with cards. Yeah.
Card games.
Reggie was personally going out in Japan, cutting down trees and then pressing them into cards.
So, yeah. Hopefully it's Red Dead 2 coming to PC isn't a train wreck, but at the same time, I have my copy on PS4, and it would be amusing if Red Dead 2 on PC is a train wreck. So, you know. I'm sure Rockstar will find a way to make it a train wreck.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, guess what? If you mod the game, we'll just...
Red Dead Online is a thing, so it's already a train wreck.
We'll see yet. The first Red Dead Online made a choice that GTA 5 didn't, that saved it. The first Red Dead Online, when you pick multiplayer, it gives you 3 choices. Normal server, hardcore server, friendly server. And on friendly servers, guess what? You can't get fucking killed by jackass 12-year-olds. And then there's the hardcore server, which was also fun, because it just completely got, like, it made it where you can't find anyone else on the minimap. So if you run into any players, you have to actually find them. The only way you could be put on the minimap for other players is if you're making a big fucking deal and blowing shit up. And it also got rid of auto-aim. So 12-year-olds also stayed off that server, because they couldn't use auto-aim to kill each other. The original Red Dead Online was pretty fun. I hope Red Dead 2 Online is closer to that than it is to GTA Online.
I doubt that it will be closer to the original Red Dead Online than GTA 5.
Well,
Because wouldn't you know? Yeah.
I mean, it is a big success, but I think they'd want to take stuff like, the shark card. Obviously, the shark card is absolutely transferring. Rockstar's made way more fucking money than they had any right to with the shark cards.
Oh yeah.
But I'd certainly hope that the people who were over Red Dead Online the first time and were like, let's make a server where people can't fuck with you. I'd hope those people are coming back and are making the same decision. Because I'd have to question if there's really that much money being lost from the addition of friendly servers.
Right.
And even if they do go like with GTA Online where it's constant free-for-all, get fucked, we can still set up private servers. Because that very much is a thing. Like, with a lot of what I did in GTA Online with GTA 5, I just went to a private game, fuck everybody else.
Right.
Well, yeah, but then like 90% of the thing is locked out.
Not
Because-
really. No.
I mean,
If you don't have people with you, then yeah, a lot of shit's locked out, because you're good luck pulling off a heist by yourself, but...
But didn't you need to be on like a public server to access like, what was it? Freaking being like a CEO or something and shit like that?
I don't think you needed it to access being a CEO. I want to say it was the, not being a CEO and setting up a business, but stuff like the big vehicle transfers and shit to make money for your company. I think that did require you to be on public servers.
Yeah, so
Which I think I'm hoping that they would fix that and change that, because that shit is just plain stupid. The public server nonsense with GTA, and I'd hope that they recognize it. I'd certainly fucking hope that they recognize it. And if they want to continue going with stuff where it's like, hey, you and a group of friends can make money if you compete with other players over this, then they'd recognize to make it into an actual game mode. That, or just spawn just spawn NPCs to fight you. Just spawn fucking gang NPCs to chase after you. Instead of actually giving like all the players like, hey, this guy's trying to transfer money, go kill him and steal his shit. Because it's fucking online. Like, one of these guys has a fucking mini nuke. There is no point to this competition if everybody can just get all the shark cards for mini nukes. What was I saying? Whatever. Yeah.
you were talking about Fallout 76.
I actually wasn't, but...
I mean, it's close enough.
Fallout 76 is probably also going to have private servers. Because, I mean, Fallout 76 is more than likely just going to be along the lines of Ark or Conan Exiles, both of which gave you the option to set up private servers.
Which reminds me, isn't Ark like free on Xbox? Making it so we can tame dinos one of these days.
I don't think it's free on Xbox, but if it is, we absolutely need to get in there.
I remember, like, freaking, I don't remember which game it was.
Have you guys seen the character customization in Ark?
No.
It's all the character sliders. So if you want to make some massive monstrosity, you absolutely can. Or a man with a tiny body and a big head, it's all there. So
Sounds
Can I make
perfect.
a 2D character?
you can make him really flat, but I don't know if you can make him outright 2D.
Close enough.
Get and watch. Just join the battle.
Yeah.
His stealth mode is for stealth he just turns sideways.
No one can see me now.
Freaking,
I'm a perfect line.
You got circa 2008 joined the game. It's just blood and stick figures.
And a little bit of porn. Mostly
Yeah.
anime porn. Okay. So, hey, I'm pretty excited for the Wonder Woman sequel. Pink, are you pretty excited for the Wonder Woman sequel?
It's during the Cold War, isn't it? So heck yeah.
Addie, are you excited for the Wonder Woman sequel?
Not really.
Well, fuck off. So, Wonder Woman 84, which is the sequel to the Wonder Woman movie that came out, I don't know, was it 2016 or 2015 that the first Wonder Woman came out? Oh, probably 2017, because I think 2016 was Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah, I want to say it was 2017.
Yeah.
It had to be somewhat more recent because if it were 2015 or 2016, I'm pretty sure I would have seen it by now.
Right, Batman vs. Superman came out the same year as Suicide Squad, and Suicide Squad was the last movie I watched in Indiana before moving to Carolina.
Ah, fun
So,
memory.
Yeah. I left off Indiana as I should, with a shitty one. It's trashy, it takes itself too seriously, really fucking stupid, really soulless, really heartless, and it's Indiana.
Indiana the movie.
Yeah. So Wonder Woman would have came out, the next year, and I remember that being a movie I saw probably around the time I would have graduated high school, so yeah. So that would have been 2017, actually. Only a year ago. Seems longer. But Wonder Woman 1984 will be coming out on June 5th, 2020. Oof. Which I did not expect it would take that long to get a sequel, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that number as well. I thought it'd be a lot sooner. But, it is what it is.
Addie, I believe it is a time for a striking the iron while it is hot.
I was zoned out.
Okay, cool. Hey, don't mind Addie. Addie's too busy beating up thugs in Camarocho.
No, I'm too busy deciding whether or not this blind woman should die or not.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, that is a story part, so...
Yeah, I actually haven't got that far, I don't think, so...
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm like near the end of the second Kiryu stretch. But we'll talk more about that when we get to the section where we talk about what we've been doing. Pink, you will eventually understand when Yakuza Kiwami is free next month.
Yeah, Pinky will eventually understand when we record Yakuza 0, like 15 years from now, when we're done with the current ongoing series.
Right, so, what was I going to say? Right, so I'm excited for that. I'm definitely excited for the Cold War prospect, because the first Wonder Woman handled World War I pretty well. I'm interested in seeing what Kristen Wiig can do as Cheetah, because to my knowledge, Kristen Wiig is one actress that has pretty much never done any serious roles before, right?
I need to Google that up real quick.
She's the chick from Bridesmaids, you remember?
No, I do not.
I think she voiced Lola in the Looney Tunes cartoon that came out, I don't know, about 10 years ago. The one that was real Seinfeld-y.
Wow.
But she's playing Cheetah, and that's interesting to see a very clearly comedy-devoted actress switch to playing a supervillain. And I am really interested to see where that goes. And, of course, Wonder Woman is pretty much the only good property out of the DC cinematic universe right now, so I'm always happy to see where that goes.
Right.
Since, we were hoping Ben Affleck Batman could turn out to be something, and then it more or less is dead in the water, and Joker's getting his own movie, and Joker's movie is already a train wreck. Literally.
Right.
They're pissing on the fucking rails. Literally.
Is Affleck officially gone yet, or is it still just a rumor?
Nobody fucking knows, because for a while there, it was like solidly pretty much set in stone. Oh yeah, Affleck's gonna leave because he's a fucking drunk, and we're gonna replace him with John Hamm. But now they're not like, I don't know.
I don't know. Are we even making Batman films anymore?
They don't know. They don't fucking know. Remember when Ben Affleck said he was gonna be directing his own Batman movie? And then then they said, oh no, it's gonna be directed by some other guy. And then that other guy fucking left or something.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of like, oh, we hope we'll be able to do a Batman movie at some point. Maybe a decade, maybe 2 decades, maybe 3 decades from now. Who knows? But as long as we get it done. Can I just say it's too soon after the Dark Knight trilogy still?
Yeah.
It felt like we got an appropriate amount of time between the Burton Batmans and the Dark Knight Batmans, you know?
Right.
I want there to be a little bit more time, you know? At least partially so we can get, like, another interpretation of Batman. Hopefully one that's actually close to the comics.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It'll be nifty to see, the potential that such a reboot could have.
Yeah, I'm still holding out for...
Under current management, I just have no faith.
Yeah. There's some weird shit that it feels weird to hold out for, because it seems like obvious shit from the comics, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
how many of the fucking Banes have we got that are white?
All of them.
Yeah. Like, the new one for Gotham is played by, what's his name, Shane West or something? Have either of you guys seen the picture of the Gotham Bane?
I have not.
He looks the fucking worst. Let me get a picture up of him. Okay, get a load of this shit, boys. So, let me throw this up, and let me get a timestamp. Alright. Get a load of this. That's Bane. He looks...
That looks terrible.
He looks like... You remember the Michael Bay G.I. Joe movie?
Yes.
He looks like that fucking Cobra Commander, doesn't he?
Right.
You know, this guy reminds me of Stretch Armstrong.
That too. You're actually right. Yeah, that looks a lot like Stretch Armstrong. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, we say never skip leg day. Never skip forearm day.
Stretch Brainstrong. Freaking hell.
He's got that giant upper torso, and the rest of him is just noodles.
Well, you know, he doesn't have a really good blood flow, so the drugs can't reach his arms or legs.
How the hell does Bane work if Bruce Wayne's still a little kid that hasn't become Batman yet?
It doesn't work, but they're introducing all the villains anyway.
Was he gonna fucking break the little kid's spine? Like,
Yeah, they get expelled. That's his story.
it is incredible to me how Bane's storyline in the comics is one of the absolute, like, his motivation in the comics is one of the absolute fucking best. I absolutely love it, because it's simple, and it's clean, and it works. Bane is like, oh hey, Batman's the biggest badass in Gotham. So if I beat up the biggest badass in Gotham, that makes me the biggest badass in Gotham. And every fucking interpretation we've got on the television or the movies has not followed that at all.
Nope.
Like, Bane in fucking Dark Knight Rises was not Bane at all, aside from using a backbreaker. He was pretty much just Talia.
But worse.
Well,
Not
that
in a good
movie
way.
already had Talia, but worse. I forget which one fucked Batman.
Both.
Both, if you consider it.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Alright. That would make one of several times that a movie has shown off Tom Hardy's penis.
But you know, gotta rake in that bad porn money.
I feel like that's the entire purpose of Catwoman's existence at this point, because I could rant about Batman characters for forever. And Pink would slowly die inside because he hates Batman.
Let's just leave this discussion with the fact with bringing up the fact that they printed Batman's dick.
I still love it. It's so fucking stupid.
Well, just casual, like, nobody even bothered to edit it out.
They did.
No, they did.
They
They did
did.
after the fact.
It somehow slipped past editorial. Oh, God. So, you guys want to switch to a more depressing topic?
How can we
Yeah.
get any more depressing than Bane?
Cancer.
Oh,
So, Roman Reigns was the Universal Champion in WWE, but he relinquished the title and is at least temporarily stepping away from the company because his leukemia, which he first developed 10 years ago and fought it off successfully the first time, but it's come back.
right.
And I believe both of you have already heard about this, right?
Correct.
So it was a whole thing of he came out to the ring and the fans were booing and shitting on him like usual. And then he announced the leukemia and the fans actually started cheering him and chanting "Thank you, Roman" in a rare moment of humanity from the WWE crowd, from any
Right.
wrestling crowd. And Dean and Seth came out and they made one last shield pose, and Seth was quite visibly crying his fucking eyes out, understandably.
Right.
And oof. Like, I mean, I'll admit I've never been a fan of Roman, but at the same time, I've never disliked him. For me, he's
Yeah.
always been a blah worker. I never understood the hate he gets. For me, though, I'm like a gimmick-based guy. I like workers to have big, gimmicks and shit. And so Roman's kind of tough guy act never really appealed to me. But I'll admit,
Right.
like, he did some cool-ass shit back in the day. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of Roman is honestly just WWE handled him so badly.
Yeah. Because they had several chances to basically strike while the iron was hot, but they always put a delay on it. They try to do a slow burn for him, and it just never seemed to work out.
And
All
there's
that blades. Everybody's doing it the Japanese way. I don't know why, but
yeah, there's a lot of that in the company lately. But my understanding, a lot of the Japanese workers that WWE is pulling over are actually pretty good ones. I know Nakamura is, of course, very controversial, but other than him,
Yeah. Oh, who else do they got? Hideo Itami has been very solid.
and has he still not left NXT?
He has left NXT, but he's on 205 Live now, which is basically a rung up the ladder.
That guy had like a fucking dozen-year-long career in the Indies in Japan, and he's spent the entire time in WWE's like lower levels.
Right. Oops.
He fucking innovated the go to sleep. The move that we always know CM Punk for, that guy made it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But what was I going to say? Right. I think Roman, for me, the bigger case of mishandling was that they were never willing to commit to the idea of him as a monster face.
Right.
Like, every time they got close, they then tried to soften him up at the wrong time, you know?
Yeah, they always try to make him the nice guy, like Cena was, but that just doesn't go over well because, we've already had Cena for over a decade now. Roman could have been like Cena, but he couldn't be a copy of Cena, but that's what they were trying to do a bit too hard, I felt.
The thing with Roman, he just doesn't look like a Cena. He doesn't look like a nice guy. If you want to push him as a face, you got to push him as, like, I don't know. Who am I looking for as a face? You got to push him like Taker or Goldberg as a face, you know?
Yeah.
Where he does good things, but he's still, no nonsense, does not fuck around, takes no shit from anybody.
Right.
also uses the spear and jackhammer.
He already did the spear.
I think he did the jackhammer once, too.
Probably.
I think Ryback did it to try to make Goldberg like come out of retirement and fight him or some shit like that, but then it didn't work because Goldberg didn't care about Ryback. So
Rightfully so.
And then Goldberg came back to kick Brock Lesnar's ass instead.
yeah.
The only moment in our lives where any of us have cheered for Goldberg.
I don't know. I like Goldberg, but that's only based off of his looks and his, how they built him up to look like.
Right.
Yeah, Goldberg. Yeah, I'll say that Goldberg for me is like a case of I want to like him because I like him as a monster face and all that and big badass. At the same time, I don't. At the same time, I know I shouldn't like him because he's disrespectful to the business and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is pretty tragic for Roman because I had a gut feeling something would happen with Roman, that there was always like something off. But boy, did I hope not. Because I think Roman solidly had another 10 or so, definitely at least 10 years in him as a top level guy.
Right.
This is probably going to cause serious problems for the company because for the last 5 or so years, Roman has been one of their long-running main event guys, and now they've got an open main event slot without him.
Yep. It's depressing and it's incredibly, what's the word I'm looking for? Destructive, I suppose, to their main event scene. And what really sucks for Roman here is that he literally just won the championship.
Well, I mean, he's had title runs before and the fans still shit on him. I don't think a title run is going to fix anything. But it's nice that he's going to be able to retire on, like, if he does retire. God, I hope he beats leukemia and comes back. Of course, if he does, he'll probably come back in worse physical shape. But if he's able to come back, then absolutely. And I think Roman's is at, as fucked up as it may be to say, I think that leukemia might make Roman go from one of the least popular wrestlers to one of the best if he comes back.
Absolutely.
I mean, if he comes back, think about like what kind of gimmick he could work with. I kicked cancer's ass. Now I'm going to kick your ass. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you like I beat the shit out of cancer. I speared cancer. You're next.
Perfect. Yeah, but all in all, very disappointing news to hear. Or that sounds callous. Disappointing news. Very tragic news.
I was going to say depressing news. I think depressing
news.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even feel that strongly about Roman, but when I heard about it, I was like, that was some hard-hitting shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I disliked Roman when I actually watched wrestling because, I don't know. I never had I have this problem where I can't pinpoint what I dislike about things, I just dislike them. But I dislike Roman a lot. And like even as somebody who dislikes Roman as a character, like I have nothing against the guy, so I still feel bad for him because of this.
Yeah. I was always a fan. It's like he's a good looking dude and he was always very functional in the ring, so it's like what's there to hate? I didn't see anything wrong with him.
I'm surprised they didn't lean into the sex appeal angle more, you know? Because, I mean, I know Finn Balor's now more popular with the chicks, but still, at the time, Roman did have a following there.
Right.
They leaned into it with Randy Orton, definitely.
It's like, I don't know.
I'm not saying
convince Roman to wear a Speedo out to the ring, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not saying...
He never could ditch the Shield attire.
I'm not saying they pushed Roman Reigns' fucking sexual chocolate, but...
Freaking chocolate drop. They should have done chocolate drop with Roman. It's like somebody comes out, he jumps down, and it's just a Superman punch off of the Titantron.
If he's sexual drop, does that mean like he's the kid? They'll retcon it and say he's the kid of Mark Henry. He's one of Mark Henry's many bastard children from the sexual chocolate era.
Yes.
And Mark Henry comes out as his manager as Sexual Chocolate, and he's apprenticing Roman in the sexual chocolate ways.
No, he will become like they will form a faction called the Henry family, and he will come out with Mark Henry in hand.
Does that make Mark Henry related to the Rock by law?
Yes.
Kind of, but not really.
Bloody hell.
All right, you guys want to see a more optimistic news topic, a more amusing news topic to get us away from that depressing nonsense? Oh God! All right, so boys, so that
I gotta scroll down.
That title is actually partially incorrect. The Vatican did not make this game; they only endorsed it. But the Vatican have endorsed a Pokemon Go game where instead of collecting Pokemon, you collect saints and other notable Catholic and Christian figures.
I mean, how many saints got released in the Kanto region?
Aren't there like 600 saints?
Bloody hell.
The original 151 were the best, though. We can all agree on that.
Okay,
after the first 151, they just started making shit up. Like there's a saint that's just that's just a cone of ice cream.
So
there's a car key saint. Makes no sense.
Okay, all right, boys.
There's a saint that's just a pile of trash.
So I looked up Catholic saints in the fucking in Google. It brought me to Catholic Online. And according to Catholic Online, there are 894 saints. That's
and you can battle them on types.
oh god. What type of St. Patrick? Alcohol type?
Yeah. Alcohol
Irish type.
flying. Alcohol flying.
He only thinks he's flying because he's drunk. Oh god.
Sounds like the greatest game ever. I need to
Freaking-
download ASAP.
Joan of Arc is pure and fire type.
Oh god. Congratulations, you caught Mother Teresa.
She's just pure type.
The fact that supposedly it goes beyond saints, so it's like, oh, hey, you got Moses. You can now divide the fucking ocean.
Wouldn't Moses be like water and ground type?
Yeah. Ah.
Would you like to nickname your Moses?
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach my Abraham some hidden moves.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, I got Job. He doesn't get any moves, but he's got a shit ton of health, so he's perfect for tanking.
No, Job's only move is making himself suffer.
It gives him a defensive buff.
With forgiveness.
Ah. Okay. Okay, so let me click on one.
If you have Jesus in your party, then you can't die. The party resurrects. If you can prolong the game for three turns after one of your saints are dead, they resurrect.
And it's a move called Lazarus. Oh god. Okay. Alright, so I'm actually bothering to read the article. Okay. So, okay, there's no actual fighting.
But there should be.
There should be.
There should be.
You get the Archangel Michael, and it just wipes out everything else you throw him against.
No, you need to pay premium for that Pocket Monster or Pocket Saint. Pocket Saint.
Pocket Saint. Oh, Poke Saints. Oh god. I like the idea that you have to pay premium to get the angels, though.
Yeah, like you get if you pay like $1,000, then you get the angels and Jesus back. It just gives you a body that wipes everything.
Oh god. What was the hang on. Michael doesn't kill everything you throw him against. But you know who does? What was the name of the angel that killed all the firstborn of Egypt?
I don't know.
Did they not actually name it? They might not have named that angel. It's just kind of the angel of death, isn't it?
Yeah.
I definitely feel like it was theorized at one point to be Israel or something, which is why the Batman character's named after him. But like, yeah, if you get the Angel of Death, the first Pokemon in every other player's party dies on the spot.
Yeah. Unless that Pokemon has the salt line item.
Yeah. The sheep's blood item.
Yeah.
But only if they're Jewish. Right.
Only if they are Jew type.
God damn. Jesus is the ultimate Pokemon of the Jew type, but none of the other Jew type Pokemons like him.
Yeah, you can only have Jew type Pokemon or Jesus in your party. You can have both.
Alright. This article says, apparently you can also pick up items which allow you to eat, drink, and pray to increase your in-game stats.
I told you. The freaking salt line item.
I like eat, drink, prayer stats. Like, oh yeah, gotta keep yourself healthy, also praying. Doesn't that seem like two separate things?
Yeah. Freaking. What other items would you have? Like, would you have like I don't know.
What items do you have to pick up to pray? Can't you just pray by fucking pointing, by looking down, and making the sign with your hands and all that?
Yeah.
You'd think, but I guess things are more complicated than I thought.
No, you need to have a church or Bible item in your inventory to actually do that.
No, no, you have to sacrifice lambs.
Yeah.
How many gym badges do you need to activate prayer outside of battle?
God undid the whole thing with Abraham and Isaac. Now you have to go back to sacrificing again. And God's like, I changed my mind. Right.
But now do we... I was about to ask if we have to sacrifice Pokemon, but then I realized they're not part of this.
Do we have to sacrifice the saints?
Yeah.
Come here, St. Patrick. I don't have any more...
I was about to say that there's an item that's the burning bush, or so, I don't remember which thing it was in the story, but it's like the burning bush where if you use it to a saint in battle, then the saint appears to be dead, but then comes back into your inventory while you put the other one out.
Oh, apparently also on a less comedic note, the app apparently allows you to donate to charity through it.
Oh.
That's nice.
At least there's something to it.
It has some sort of function to it, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Alright, don't worry, I'll donate to charity after I catch Jesus. Get back here, Jesus. I need you for my party. We're basically describing Shin Megami Tensei here, except actually endorsed by the Vatican.
Yeah. But here's the thing, like, just imagine, you go to freaking Italy, you go to Rome for a vacation, you take out your phone, you have this app on it, you go to the Vatican, you open the app, you look at like the was it the St. Peter's Basilica or something? I don't remember. Whatever, you go to that place where the freaking Apple of Eden is in Brotherhood, and then the freaking square is just filled with Jesuses.
That led me to another idea. What if a crazy person just is chasing after Pope Francis in the Vatican? Like, get here! I need you for my party. You got top level stats. I need you.
Yeah.
And Pope Francis is like, he's lifting up his little like dress thing to run.
But he's running on his what's it called? Like the small part of the toe.
Oh god.
Freaking. But now you say it, wouldn't Rodrigo Borgia and people like that be in the game as well? Then
I don't think the popes are in there, but it would be pretty amusing if Rodrigo Borgia was in there, considering how decidedly unchristian he was. Rodrigo Borgia, he gives you the special ability to secretly murder a member of the enemy party.
No, he gives you the power of incest.
No, you have to first take him to Heidenreich.
Yeah.
And he'll produce the kids, and then the kids will just produce more kids on their own.
Yeah. No, they won't produce kids because one of them will kill Rodrigo while you're not looking.
Yeah. It only works if they kill Rodrigo.
Yeah.
I forget, was the whole thing of Lucrezia and Cesare being incestuous, was that supposed to be just propaganda made by the Borgia's enemies?
I don't know.
So much of that medieval Renaissance shit is, like, impossible to tell whether it's propaganda or not.
Yeah.
Alright. On a little bit of a more serious topic, apparently a mod that has been in the works for Fallout New Vegas on PC, the New California mod, has come out a couple days ago. Which is astoundingly shocking, because the Bethesda games are well known for modders developing mods for them that they swear will come out, and they show off lots of test footage and lots of concept art. Never comes out.
Right.
Volumes can be said about this, because the Elder Scrolls particularly is really bad about this, where Morrowind, it was like, oh hey, we're gonna make a mod where it goes beyond Morrowind, and you can explore the entire continent. You can go to Skyrim and Black Marsh and all that, and yeah, guess what? Never came out. Then Oblivion came out, and they're like, oh, hey, we're going to mod Morrowind into Oblivion. We'll call it Morroblivion. And they showed off a bunch of concerts.
Concert footage, yeah. They They showed off their footage of the My Chemical Romance concert that was in town.
Anyways, they showed off concept art and test footage, and guess what? It never came out. Because the thing is, Skyrim came out. So the dev team was like, oh, hey, let's put fucking Cyrodiil in Skyrim. We'll call it Skyblivion. It has not come out yet. So the fact that this New California mod has actually come out is shocking.
It's a miracle.
And I'm curious whether it's actually connected to the New Vegas world, because a similarly scaled mod came out a couple of years ago for New Vegas. But it didn't really do all that. It didn't make a whole bunch of new shit. It was just simply, it made it where in New Vegas you could take a train ride to the Capital Wasteland, and you could play New Vegas and Fallout 3 in the same game, and transfer your character. Now, understandable. No, wait, okay, you start off with Fallout 3, actually. For a moment, I thought you start out in New Vegas and transfer over to Fallout 3's world. Then I realized Fallout 3 starts with your character's birth, so that'd be a little weird.
Yeah. Next stop on the train. Your mom's vagina.
The womb, and Liam Neeson's looking at his wife giving birth, and a full-grown adult pops out.
No, he looks at his wife giving birth, and just train tracks spurt out with a full-sized train.
And both Liam Neeson and the player character are both like, what the fuck? But the train's real tiny. No, the train's real tiny, and the train comes up. Because here's the thing: have you guys ever seen what the Fallout 3 starting section when you're a little kid? What it looks like in third person?
Yes.
Pink, have you?
I have.
So there's not actually a child model. You're actually just a tiny adult. So it's a tiny train with a tiny little adult in it, and it's like a Fallout New Vegas cowboy, and he steps out. And he just looks up at Liam Neeson, who is like fucking 10 times his size, and says, "Dad?" and
the Liam Neeson just looks at, welcome to Vault 101.
This implies that New Vegas is actually several times tinier than the Capital Wasteland as well. So when you take over, what was the fucking name of the giant robot thing that was screaming about communism and shit?
Something or other Prime.
Yes. Help me, Pink. Pink, do you remember the first part?
Justice
Liberty
Prime. Liberty Prime, yeah, that's it.
Liberty Prime, right. So you take Liberty Prime back to New Vegas, and he's just fucking colossal. Like, he just steps on the entirety of New Vegas with his foot. And House is like, I want a piece of that. Where do I get one?
Yeah, with this whole thing that we set up, I think it's implied that New Vegas actually doesn't happen. It's just like, it's just the Fallout 3's main character playing games with his toys.
I was thinking it's like the exact opposite. Like, you know how some things have dying dreams, where a character, as he's dying, dreams about so-and-so? You know, shit like, hey, conveniently, after I watched it last week, Jacob's Ladder. So,
yeah.
Instead, it's the exact opposite. It's a birthing dream.
Yeah, you come out of the like, your character comes out of the womb, and they're like, where are the powder gangers?
Powder
Where's
gang.
House?
We got raiders here, boy.
Yeah, the super mutants weren't this hard, or weren't this many. Last I checked.
What happened? The giant fucking super mutants, they're like the size of a building. He's just like, what the fuck?
This wasn't in my training.
Where were these guys at, Oh shit, what was the name of the super mutant reservation in New Vegas? It wasn't Tall Trees, it was something like that.
It was like Black Rock or something.
Black Rock, probably. I didn't see any of these guys at Black Rock. But yeah, it's neat to see that actually happen, the New California mod. New Vegas, I have tried to go back and it's a little bit jank, so I doubt I'll ever run through it, but it's nice to see something actually happen.
Oh yeah,
And the modders will
Yeah.
probably get no appreciation for it.
not at all.
Those poor bastards.
There's this mod in New Vegas that I saw somebody play through, and it was a pretty interesting mod because instead of adding on trying to just make the whole game different, they focused on one part of the game that they liked and made a new story around that. So it was like basically just a story expansion sort of thing.
Are you talking about the motherfucker mod?
No. I would probably remember that mod's name if it was that. Basically it was a crime story where you find a mod in the wasteland, and when you go in, there's only like basically more or less just what's the word? Freaking
This is from the same guy, the same modder that made the New Vegas Bounties series.
I don't think so.
That guy made a shit ton of story mods.
But yeah, so there's like independent robots, like actually, like artificial intelligence that actually thinks for itself. So there's only the robots. There's apparently one guy who locked himself in with them, but when you find him, he's a skeleton. So
What you're describing here is Fallout 4 if it wasn't handled by a bunch of fucking dumbass hacks.
yeah, kind of like that. But so you need to find out without leaving the vault because, well, whatever. You need to find out who killed the guy with the help of the robots. But here's the thing: you find 3, there's actually like 6. So 6 or 7. And so it might be the robots, or it might be any of the inhabitants that also lived there or lived there in the last couple of months.
I like the idea of having just a concise little mod like that, just having a fun murder mystery quest. That's actually a pretty neat idea.
Oh, there it is. Fallout New Vegas, Autumn Leaves. That's it. That is its name.
Oh, I might have heard about that. I think I heard about it, but I assumed it was related to the character General Autumn from Fallout 3.
No, I don't know why it's Autumn Leaves, but yeah. So it's this murder mystery where you have to find out, what went wrong with the guy.
Okay.
Like you also need to figure out, the small quirks of each robot and stuff.
Alright, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty well-made mod, I'd say.
If I were still looking into Fallout modding, I would absolutely look into that, but, been so busy with shit, I do not have time for modding games anymore. Alright. So, it looks like Pink's busy with something, so let me bring up a stupid topic that only you and me would probably care about.
Alright.
So, you know how DMC5 is going to be a thing?
Yes.
Did you see
The jacket?
the $8,000 edition?
Yes, I have.
So Hideki Kamiya tweeted about it. He said, if you think about it though, if Dante's jacket costs $8,000, that means he must have taken an awful lot of jobs to save up all that money. You have to admire his hustle. And now it's actually becoming a thing that people are joking about, that it's now canon Dante spent fucking $8,000 on his jacket, which is why he's so dirt poor.
I mean, yeah, I can see why they're doing it.
I think there's another Hideki Kamiya tweet, which I currently can't find, but basically what he sent out was a thing saying, like listing, the budget meme where it's like 6 things, it's their budget and it only lists 6 things they spend money on, and one is like pizza and it's $8,000, and it says, somebody please help me with my budget. Somebody says, stop eating so much pizza, and they respond, no. Yeah, he did that with the jacket. Yeah,
I see.
That's pretty good. It's pretty stupid. And the thing I love about it is, since Hideki Kamiya worked on the first Devil May Cry, we'll just go ahead and say it's canon. Alright. So, You have watched Pirates of the Caribbean, right, Addy?
Yes, once many years ago.
Okay, so what would you say is the most vital aspect of Pirates of the Caribbean?
Um, well, by vital do you mean most setting heavy or most meme heavy?
I would say most important to the fans' enjoyment of the series.
Um, well, my sister is a big fan, and she likes Johnny Depp, so probably that.
It's probably Johnny Depp that's most important to those movies. It's probably most important that his portrayal of Jack Sparrow. It's pretty much what made the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise a franchise. Is everybody loves Jack Sparrow? Guess what? Johnny Depp ain't gonna be playing Jack Sparrow no more. Apparently, he's just dropped off the next Pirates of the Caribbean project and he's fucking done with it. I don't know if they dropped him or he dropped them, but
Yeah, I was about to ask because if he dropped them, then that's weird, but understandable. It's not even understandable. It's just if it would come out that it's another Han Solo thing where Johnny Depp has been asking to kill Jack Sparrow for the past like 5 movies. I don't think that's 5 movies, but still.
there are.
Wow.
But that would mean he'd be
Honestly,
asking
like-
since the first one. He's on the first movie. Kill my character. Kill Jack. They did kill Jack, actually.
Yeah. Wasn't he a skeleton pirate and then he didn't die still?
There was that, and then he actually died at the end of the second movie, but the third movie starts with them bringing him back.
Ah.
It's the, you've seen the famous jar of dirt thing, right?
I referenced it in the Halo thing.
Right, that's Jack in the afterlife. He's captaining a ship crewed by himself, and there's just hundreds of Jack Sparrows crewing a ship. And they argue over a jar of dirt. So that's where the jar of dirt thing comes from.
I see.
Yeah. Now I'm curious if this seems like a thing where if I were at Disney, I would say, all right, Johnny Depp's gone from Pirates of the Caribbean, can the series. It's done.
Yeah.
That's probably what they should do, because he's kind of the head of that whole thing.
It's what people go to fucking see now.
Right.
Like, I'm a big
Like,
fan of the original trilogy, and I liked every character there was in Pirates of the Caribbean. I fucking loved Barbossa. I fucking loved Davy Jones. But nowadays, when Barbossa and Davy Jones pretty much aren't a thing...
I don't know why, but I heard Davy Jones as David Jones, which makes him a really different character.
Yeah. Well, you can think of that, or you can think of the fucking lead singer of the Monkees.
Ha.
What was I saying? Right. So, they probably should shit can the series. They're not going to. They're either going to try and keep the franchise going without Jack, or they're going to recast Jack. Either way sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at this point, the series is already dead in the water. They might as well just siphon all the money they can from it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It becomes
But here's the thing.
It becomes the approach of let the series die with honor or drain all the remaining money, and just make a
And
bunch
of
of
course
shitty movies with no funding.
And of course, they're choosing the latter. But here's the thing, like, you know, say whatever you want about Johnny Depp, because like there were those accusations of him beating his wife up, and I don't remember was it ever proven that he did or not? Because yeah,
I do not know. I have definitely heard differing opinions. I've definitely heard it from one person I trust is reliable that he did, but at the same time, you know.
yeah,
It's difficult
So-
for me to accept it because I live around family who vocally hate Amber Heard and will take every opportunity to shit on her. And I don't think they view it objectively. They're always going to say she's lying about Johnny beating her because they hate her, you know?
yeah.
Like, I am
so-
99% sure I am not going to be able to go see Aquaman in theaters because Amber Heard gets second billing. I don't know why they hate her. They've never seen any movies with her in them. They just hate her.
But yeah, so like, you know, say whatever you want about Johnny Depp.
Isn't
you
he a
know, if
disastrous
actually,
alcoholic now?
I mean,
And drug addict?
he became what do you call it? A method artist? Is that it?
You don't get to
The
be
one where he
friends with
become-
Hunter S. Thompson without being a disaster of a person.
Is that the word I'm looking for, WPO? The method artists when they become the character themselves while they portray them.
I have
Method
absolutely
actor.
no idea. A method actor,
Yeah,
yes.
method actor. Yeah. So Johnny Depp became a method actor. He just became Jack Sparrow with all of the STDs as well. But yeah, so
LCD?
say what?
Did you say LCD?
No, STD.
Okay, STD. You said LCD at first, and I was like, okay, so you became a TV.
Yeah. Johnny Depp and his liquid crystal displays.
Oh shit, is he
Wait.
one of those hot damn new curved TVs? Oh. Alright,
Yeah.
keep going with what you're saying. Something
He
about
has over
Johnny
a
Depp
million
has
viewing
STDs,
angles.
right?
He has over 1 million viewing giggles.
He has over 1 billion STDs?
But yeah, anyway. So. Bloody hell, I can't stop laughing. Anyway.
Johnny
Say what you
Depp
want
is
about
fueled by his over 1 billion STDs to give the good performances as Jack Sparrow.
No, they just cancel each other out. The doctors don't know if he's actually sick or not at this point.
He's like Ozzy Osbourne, where the doctors just give him a checkup, and the paper comes to Johnny Depp, and the result, where it would say, clear or not clear or whatever, it just says what the fuck. The result says you need to be put into quarantine.
But yes, say what you want about the guy, and how and his person, but he did do well. He basically was the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
Yeah. There are several series that Johnny Depp just was the series.
Yeah.
He definitely exists in this weird state where he was the kind of actor that could solidly make a movie, but at this point, he's such a jackass in real life, and so many of his past movies, just in the last 10 years or so, have been so bad that no one wants to admit to liking him anymore. Ah.
I don't remember. I'm certain that I saw him in things other than freaking Pirates of the Caribbean, but I can't remember it at all. Like I didn't see the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that everybody keeps hating on because I don't know. I only saw the one that Jill Wyler was in, and that's not the one that Johnny Depp was in. Is it?
No.
I think that was before his time.
He was Gene Wilder in the new one. It would be impossible. It would be amusing to see him and Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka's meet, but no, they were both.
Johnny Depp as a little kid in the first Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then as the adult taking over the Chocolate Factory, the next movie. That'd be wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I didn't see that. I don't think I saw the new Alice in Wonderland that I think Tim Burton made. Was it?
Yeah. Very Tim Burton.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually kind of like Tim Burton's aesthetics, but I haven't actually seen a lot of his movies aside from freaking Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride.
I grew up on Tim Burton, but I do not have anything to do with the movies he's done in the last 10 years. I mean,
I thought he quit movies, so
he might have after Alice 2, because Alice 2 was a huge bomb. I don't know. I didn't bother to watch the second Alice because for some reason I got dragged into watching the first Alice and I didn't understand it at all. And not in a kind of I'm confused by the plot in the way. I didn't understand what was appealing about the movie. I didn't understand what made it such a huge success.
But I don't remember. Was Tim Burton's Alice just like freaking what was it? Alice Madness Returns?
No. It is about her coming back as an adult, but instead she comes back and she turns into a huge badass knight that kills the dragon, kills the Jabberwocky.
I see. So there wasn't any horror elements.
Absolutely fucking not.
Okay, that's where he messed up. Really, if they're ever remaking Alice in Wonderland ever again, they really need to consider making it a freaking. I don't remember who made the Alice Madness Returns type of Alice, where it's kind of a horror movie and everything's just messed up. But like it's not. Well, have we seen that version of Alice in Wonderland in movies or in theater yet?
Alice in Wonderland is not very popular for live action adaptations. Unless you count the Resident Evil movies. But Tim Burton's definitely got that whole thing going on with his career where he makes things like, creepy and gothic and all that. He's never actually made a horror movie.
Wow.
So, yeah. But anyway, let's move off that topic, because I think, whatever, fuck it. So, hey, that Teen Titans show, it's still a fucking train wreck. But a screenshot has been released of Beast Boy with the Doom Patrol, and we have
Why is Mr. Big in the background?
Mr. Big?
Yeah.
Which Mr. Big? KOF Mr. Big?
Yes.
I don't think Mr. Big's a robot, is he?
I mean, who knows at this point?
I don't think he is. But they released a screenshot of the Doom Patrol, and for whatever fucking reason, they look way better than any other character in the show.
No, I mean the guy on the furthermost right. That's Mr. Big.
I don't think Mr. Big wraps himself in bandages.
I mean, from far away, he just looked like he had a bald head, and with no facial features at all.
Also, I'm just now noticing, he's got armless sunglasses there.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Not paid freaking.
It's actually very faithful to the comic book look.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm kind of shocked they went for that.
Yeah.
Why are all the Doom Patrol guys so faithful to the comic books and everyone else not?
And then you've got Beast Boy standing right next to them, not green.
Like, I figured Robot Man, they would just put a stupid robot glove on the guy's hand and go with a bald actor and call it a day. No, that's straight up, that's fucking Robot Man.
Yeah.
I don't know where the budget went. You're giving a shit.
Well, I mean, Robot Man still looks like his fucking suit's made out of plastic, but...
I mean, I didn't say they had a lot of budget. They just had
high-quality cosplay.
Yeah.
It's a high... Yeah, that is pretty much it. He looks like if you punched him in the face, his face would dent.
Yeah.
Speaking of high-quality...
They have to try really hard not to actually punch him in the face on set while they're filming. Because then there goes their budget.
Yep.
Speaking of high-quality cosplay, when are they going to make it where Beast Boy turns into someone and is just a green furry?
So
Why are they going to make him green to begin with?
Addy, the crazy suggestion Addy has just pitched is that they would dare to ever be accurate to the comics.
Yeah. Because just imagine, like, they just hire some random ass furry off the street who has like a green fox outfit.
Right.
You're Beast Boy now.
Addy, what I think we're saying here is you could have pitched a stupid idea and they would have taken it, but first they'd have to look if the comics had that stupid idea, and if they did, then they wouldn't do it. Oh, hey, what if Raven spent an entire episode in a banana suit? Okay, let's check if the comics did it. Oh, the comics didn't do it. Okay, let's do it.
Raven spent... Oh, bloody. Next up on Titans, Raven starts a freaking YouTube channel and starts critiquing like underage boys' bodies.
Why does that sound like it's a thing you're basing off of something an actual person did?
Onision.
Oh no.
Just gender flip it and that's what happened.
This topic is cursed. Let's move on. So, hey, you guys remember when we were supposed to get a Boba Fett movie?
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah. No. We're not.
Addy, there was a time when 8 Star Wars movies were supposed to come out per year.
Oh, yeah. Remember when
there was a time when 8 Star Wars movies they were supposed to come out on the same day. Just to make sure that everybody gets to see something. There's
still more money to be squeezed from this franchise. Oh, no, wait, there isn't. Fuck.
They stretched Armstrong a bit too much.
Yeah. The thing I love about this stupid Boba Fett thing is there is someone out there who is absolutely heartbroken by this. And it's
there are probably at least 2 somebodies out there.
And neither of them are on this podcast.
I mean, I'd be heartbroken if I gave a shit about Star Wars.
What, because Boba Fett's the only one who's edgy enough for you?
No, I like his design.
Hey, he's got a sweet design. He's got nothing else. That's always
Yeah.
been the Boba Fett issue.
That is a Boba Fett story. That's why the film is not being released.
They should just release a fucking picture of the suit and that's it.
No,
This is what you
They
came to
should-
see. We'll give you this and nothing else because you didn't care about anything else.
no. Here's the Boba Fett movie, as they should have done it. So instead of actually, getting the backstory and shit, it's actually just a how it's made episode on the in the universe making of the Boba Fett suit.
Here's the thing, Eddie. We've already got Boba Fett's backstory.
He was a kid.
Yeah,
And life is a nightmare.
he was a kid, and he's the second Fett. His dad was Jango Fett, and Samuel L. Jackson killed his dad. Unfortunately, Mr. Unlimited Power killed Samuel L. Jackson, so now he's just kind of aimlessly wandering.
It's like Boba will never get his revenge.
Yeah. Well, it's almost as if Boba was never intended to really be a thematic heavy character. It's almost as if he was intended to just get shoved into the fucking demon asshole in the sand. Which, since the extended universe is retconned, that means that's actually how Boba Fett died. He never got out of that fucking demon asshole.
I hope that in the last episode that they make in the new trilogy, they kill the new Palpatine, and then there's this like shocking twist where it's revealed that Boba Fett has been pulling the strings all along.
Addy?
The demon asshole was his hideout all along.
Spoilers for Last Jedi, folks. If you don't want to be spoiled, skip ahead 10 or 20 seconds. Addy, they've already killed the new Palpatine.
Okay, then the next movie is revealed that Boba Fett has been pulling the strings all along. That the demon asshole was his hideout.
Let me go further than that. Imagine if episode 9 comes to an end and it goes to the stinger and you're expecting it to lead into a next movie and it just cuts to the fucking Sarlacc pit, the demon asshole in the sand, and you just see Boba's hand rise up out like it's out of a fucking grave.
Yeah. Well, it's that, or if we see Jar
And it gets
Jar,
sucked back
that's the
down.
Sarlacc.
It just gets sucked right back down.
We see-
And the fucking text pops up and it says, Boba Fett, coming, never.
No, to actually make it all together, we see the Sarlacc, we see like weird legs, and we hear Misa, and somebody pulls Boba Fett out. To join the Alliance.
Kylo Renza, fail Misa Planza. Misa gonna have to get desperate.
Oh bloody hell! Darth Jar Jar and Boba Fett's alliance needs to happen.
Oh, it's like the Thanos stinger after Age of Ultron, where it's fucking Jar Jar, and he says, alright, I guess I'll have to do this myself, sir.
So I have to do it. Misa has to do it. Then that's how we feel.
I'm not an expert on Jar Jar Binks' dialect, Daddy. I haven't seen that movie.
But I haven't even seen the movie in English. Actually, I'm gonna go one step ahead. I actually haven't seen the movie in full.
Oh god. The last time I seen that movie was like a year ago, and I just saw Liam Neeson's bad acting, and I was like, alright, never mind. This movie aged poorly, and it wasn't even that good to begin with. It was actually quite terrible to begin with, and it's only gotten worse. The fucking thing. Have you guys ever noticed that Liam Neeson, when he's talking on his little communicator in the fucking desert on Tatooine, you ever notice he's just talking to a fucking razor? A razor where they took the blades off?
That's hilarious.
Could you imagine being Liam Neeson and George Lucas just fucking hands you a razor, takes the blade off, and says, alright, speak into this. And Liam Neeson's like, alright, so this is like the fill-in prop until you guys get the actual prop finished, right? The prop department finishes it, and George Lucas is like, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
The cameras are rolling, though.
No.
See, George thought he could CGI it. He could not.
No, here's the thing. Liam Neeson gave it back to them, and they just put like just a circle of like reflective tape on it. Here you go.
Well, that would just make it look like Liam Neeson was talking to his fucking hand. Starship log. Oh shit, I'm not carrying anything.
But now it does occur to me, like, what other stupid bullshit we could give to Liam Neeson in this scenario. Like, give him one of those Power Rangers. What was it like? Freaking Elemental Rangers or whatever the hell, where they were Elemental Warriors. Like one of those sword thingies that they had, or sword telephone thingies they had, where they like flipped it out and they transformed. Give that to Liam Neeson.
I'm sure the Power Rangers have probably done every stupid idea possible. That's where Japan pitches their dumbest ideas to see if they work. Alright. So, Eddie, we've got some shit coming out on the channel, don't we?
Yeah, so in the last couple of days, I uploaded 15 videos.
Oh my god.
I counted.
Yeah, and today I'm probably going to be doing a lot of uploading as well, because we're going to be recording this, and we're going to be recording a fun little one-off with Pink and you and me all afterwards, and I still haven't uploaded Amnesia.
Yeah.
No, I have uploaded Amnesia. I haven't uploaded Bioshock. Amnesia went up 2 fucking weeks ago. It was released. Of course I've uploaded Amnesia. I haven't uploaded...
I was about to ask, what did I watch?
I haven't uploaded Bioshock. Okay. But yes,
Did you record a part 2 without me?
so Bioshock is back, folks, after a long fucking hiatus. Dead Space also back from a long fucking hiatus.
Yeah, is Dead Space ever back?
It's super back. It's as back as it's ever been. Dead
Glorious
Space
returns all around.
Dead Space is at the maximum back level.
But wait, there's more. We also shot Halo.
Yes, we shot Halo, the Master Chief Collection. We played a couple games in Halo 1 and Halo 2, and we dicked around a bit in Halo 3.
And if you call now, for only the small price of $40.99, we will also might give you an episode of Terraria here or there.
Several episodes of Terraria. Yeah. We've got a shit ton backlog of Terraria as well. I just need to get the thumbnails done.
You also need to do those for Dead Space, by the way.
Yeah, I know. The content drought is over, folks. Alright. And also, let's see. We have me and Addie will also be working on this week's Halloween video that will come out on Wednesday, and it is by far the most horrifying. Pink, be glad you will not have to suffer.
What do you mean he doesn't have to suffer? Is this not the thing that I think it is?
Well, it's a thing. I'll definitely talk to you after we're done recording. Between us recording this and the next thing. But yes, like the Halloween project we've got planned is beyond the horror that you would ever expect. The Amnesia, the horror classic that everybody loves. Resident Evil, the ultimate original horror game. Ain't got shit on this. This is the true terror.
You bought Sarah Kagura for $2.
It dives into the darkness of men's souls. So, yeah, hey,
It's go Nippon.
Oh, God. Hey, Addy, you're playing Yakuza, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so, have you started... To my knowledge, you've started up the second stint as Majima, right?
Yes.
Right, alright, so... Yeah, I'm nearly there on my own playthrough of Yakuza 0, but I haven't made any progress in like a month. Because I'm stuck at the fucking point where I tried to focus on getting as much of the real estate minigame as done as possible. And I got to the point where the Pleasure King challenges you to the whole thing. Did you finish the Pleasure District?
No.
Okay, so there's a thing that happens once you get the Pleasure District max, where the Pleasure King will challenge you. And I have been holding off on that because I do not want my family to walk in on what he challenges you to.
Oh.
You'll find out.
Oh.
You'll find out.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it wasn't the Pleasure King. It was the Gambling King. I already did the Pleasure King's thing.
Sexy Pachinko challenge.
Kind of, but no. Close, but no cigar. So, if you haven't been focusing on the real estate minigame, then aren't you kind of hurting for money?
No.
Oh.
But really. With Majima. Yeah?
He's looting the dead bodies that he's left behind.
I can't. I literally beat money out of people, though, so...
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't loot it. You beat the money out of them.
But yeah, so, with Majima...
I just want to say, if you hit a big move, Pink, they literally explode into money. So what were you saying, Addy?
But yeah, so with Majima, I had enough money to actually buy like all of his all of his unlocked abilities that I really needed on the moment. So like I have like XXL health with him and most of his breakdancing moves, which is all I need with him. because yeah, rush down.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, with Kiryu, guess what fighting style I used?
I'm gonna say Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Majima's
yeah.
very clearly got one style that is the absolute best, and you only really use the other two when you feel like it. Like Kiryu, there's a solid reason to switch between the three styles. They all got their strengths. Majima, just fucking go with the breakdown style. Fuck everything else.
Yeah, I don't know about switching with Kiryu either because so far I've had no problem just doing basically what I did in UFC when I had EA access, which is just do a shit ton of punches, no blocks, a shit ton of punches, you will win. This has been working for me here as well.
Rush style, in my experience, is terrible for crowd fights because it really only focuses on beating up one dude.
That's true, but then if you get good at dodging and shit, then it's not a problem. And I also don't look onto people because I play crowd fighters. I don't focus on one guy. I focus on many guys and then kill them all at the same time.
But so many of the good heat moves are in power style. You can do
But I don't
fucking
like power
atomic.
style. I don't like power style because it's slow.
Yeah, and you get to. Have you actually seen what you can do with grounded opponents with power style?
No.
You can just fucking. What's it called? You can do.
Banzai drop.
Not that. No, just a regular move for it is you can do. Okay? Have you ever seen the bit from the first Avengers, the puny god bit,
No.
where Hulk just picks Loki up by his leg and just swings him all over the place, slamming him into the ground? Yeah, Kiryu can do
No,
that in the power style. You can just pick up a grounded opponent, slam them, throw them over your shoulder, slam them back down, then do it again and again and again until they're eventually knocked out.
Yeah, the thing here, I think the thing here is that basically we treat this as a fighting game, and you play common grab characters. I play rushdown characters.
I play every character.
I mean, more often than not, you usually choose the common grab characters though. Against us anyway.
Yeah, more in SNK, I'll pick command grab characters, but with like Capcom fighters, more often than not lately, I've been picking the charge characters. I mean,
Yeah, we experienced that with Pink. By the way, Street Fighter 4, we recorded that as well. Yes.
Oh shit! Right, I forgot about that. I just remember when we were talking about mains, I was like, oh hey, I play E Honda, Guile, Bison, Chun Li, and then I was like, oh wait, these are all charge characters. Oh shit.
They actually commented on this. And the best part was, I don't know how to play charge characters, but I did Psycho Crusher the shit out of Pink somehow.
Yeah. The trick is to crouch.
For me, it was just walk backwards for like a second and then do a forward punch, and that's it.
That can work in like KOF, where the charge timer is like only a half second, but since Street Fighter goes for a full second, it's kind of difficult to do it with the proper walk back. Unless you're actively trying to walk back and back somebody into a corner or something, you know.
It worked against Pig because Pig didn't expect me to do it, even though I told him that when I'm walking backwards, I'm charging a hit.
I like how you tried to take over Bison since I wasn't there.
Yeah, I actually, yeah.
Bison needs to be represented.
Yeah.
I actually think that we made Sakura in the whole roster.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think you're right, because that was like the first one that I did, but that was off recording.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I ever went back to her again.
No, you did not. I think we did like two matches. I don't remember who we did two matches with, but yeah, there was no Sakura.
That was the only. Well, if there's any character in the list you shouldn't hit, it should probably be a Shoto. Just because, hey, we played one Shoto. Now just imagine slightly different move properties, and you got like half the fucking roster.
Yeah, my favorite match was when I was with freaking Dan and Pink was with Guile.
Yeah, one guy with incredible ranged moves and one guy with no ranged moves.
The thing is, Pink played incredibly close range because, well, torch characters. But I beat him for like one matches because I think we went to best of 3. I beat him for one match, and then I messed up the timing once, and then I died, and that was the game.
Did I beat you as Guile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Pink, did you even use any of Guile's special moves?
Probably
I don't
not.
think he did.
Yeah, I was about to say, I guarantee you there was not a single Sonic Boom there.
But technically, he did throw a Sonic Boom on Seth.
Nah. Well, yeah, because
So-
then it's on the Hadouken input for Seth.
But yeah, when editing the Street Fighter 4 video, I felt like the scummiest piece of shit because after I was Bison, I went with E Honda.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, here's the same move, only slightly different.
Well, Honda has, it is different enough. It's not as good as the Psycho Crusher, absolutely, but to make up for it, Honda gets more moves than Bison does.
But yeah, but then I can't do the S drop, even though I tried for like half a minute in one of the matches.
Right, but you can do the command grab and the 1,000-hand slap.
No, I couldn't do the command grab either. I did do the 1,000-hand strike though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that match, yeah.
I was about to say, playing as Honda is fun because you just use the headbutt to back them into a corner and then just 100-hand slap the shit out of them.
Yeah, that match was interesting because Pink was Charlie and I was Honda.
Oh, wow. Yeah, two very similar characters. Was there any point where you both tried to go for your button mash move and you're out of range, so that you're just staring at each other while smacking?
Yes.
Awesome.
But yeah, where were we? Right, Yakuza. So, I don't know how or why, but I figured out a way to be like really freaking fast with the punches. So, unless I try to do the torch punch.
That's rush style.
Yeah.
That is the idea of rush style, is picking up speed so you get lightning fast punches.
But yeah, I still need to work on my charge shot because you have this move where if you I don't remember which string it is, but whatever. So there's this move where you can charge the last hit, the last heavy.
Right, right. If you keep it going until he does the kind of little shin kick, then the next one you can do a heavy, right? And charge it into a roundhouse.
Yeah, I think I don't remember if you can charge it into roundhouse because I charge it to its full extent, and that means that I go out of stamina in a game without stamina, but still.
I have never encountered anything like that in the game.
But basically, there's this there's a really long recovery animation on it, words. But anyway, doing that in grand fights is not a good idea, and I keep freaking doing it, so I need to not.
Yeah, muscle memory can be a real fucking bitch in these games.
But yeah, other than that, I actually haven't had any real problem with anybody. Like Kuze gave me a bit of a trouble the second time, but with Kiryu, I currently have like, I don't know, 5-6 boxes of rice on me, so I don't need to worry about health all that much.
Yeah, that's the thing with Yakuza is, hey, it's a difficult boss fight. Time to Skyrim it up. Swallow everything in your inventory, Kiryu.
So yeah.
Hey, Kuze, sit there. Let me eat this cheese wheel.
Yeah.
The first Kuze fight was a lot of fun. I didn't know that you'd come back, though.
Oh, you cut out for me.
I said the first Kuze fight was a lot of fun, but I didn't know he'd come back. He seems like after the first Kuze fight, he's just kind of done.
I was kind of waiting for him to come back because they keep talking about him a lot. And it didn't seem like, they just write him out with a normal death of, Kiryu, like, killing him with a sword or something.
Well, Kiryu doesn't kill... Kiryu's not supposed to kill anyone. I mentioned this before, where the developers insist Kiryu has never killed anyone before, and...
But the pools of blood!
Yes,
the pools of blood!
The pools of blood, and you've seen several other kills. Have you seen the fucking knife kill? Where he not only stabs somebody in the gut, and then he knees the knife further into the person's gut? There is no fucking way that would not kill somebody.
I haven't used weapons aside from guns yet. By the way, where do I get ammo? Because I
You
need more
don't.
ammo
You
in my
don't.
shotgun.
You don't. It's fucking
Shit.
Japan. They don't sell bullets in Japan. You can probably find an arms dealer, but I haven't found him yet. He's probably a late game thing because guns are really powerful.
Yeah, I remember, I think it might have actually been Kuseo the first time. I just took out a shotgun and shot his ass.
Yeah, I tried to do that with what's his face? Tanamura, not Tanamura. What's the fucking guy? The guy that works with the real estate company. He's blonde and he has the nunchucks. I tried to use a gun on that guy and he just shrugged it off. He did not give a shit.
Yeah, sometimes they do. Oda I had no problems with. I just kicked his ass really fast.
Oh, hey, did you run into Mr. Shakedown?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he's something, isn't he?
Yes.
He just fucking donkey punches you and that's it. Done.
Yeah, like, is there no way to make it so whenever he hits you, he takes down like half of your health?
No, get the health upgrades, grab a lot of items, and try to dodge as much as possible. Because Mr. Shakedown does not fuck around.
Yeah. I saw it, like, I had a lot of luck with him because a lot of times I see him sleeping, so I can steal like hundreds of yen off of him, hundreds of thousands of yen.
The great thing about Mr. Shakedown is when you're sometimes just walking down the alley to wherever you're gonna head, Mr. Shakedown's in front of you, and you immediately turn the fuck around and run the other way. Like, fuck that shit. That's scarier than any horror game. Oh no, Mr. Shakedown, I want my money. Don't take my money. Don't take my lunch money, Mr. Shakedown.
So what would you say would be a healthy amount of money?
It depends on which part of the game you're in. In the first couple chapters, in the first stint as Kiryu, in the first stint as Majima, probably, I don't know, 100k. Past that, though, like, you're getting into the millions. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I'm making, like, each chapter I'm making 13 million in battles. Last chapter I made 13 million in battles and 25 million in businesses. So I think I'm fine.
That's pretty good, but with businesses, you'll be making hundreds of millions. With real estate business, you'll be getting up into the billions. Like, I've nearly finished the entirety of Kiryu's skill tree just off of the real estate business. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, but I couldn't find any businesses, businesses that I could find or buy, rather. Freaking words.
You gotta look up guides online. I hate to say it because it's a fucking pain in the ass. I thought so too, but you gotta look up guides online to where the buildings are located. It's not great. They should have made it where you can just look up the fucking building location in the game on the fucking map, but no. Yeah. I have no idea why they did that. But how many of the side missions have you done so far?
A good bit.
They're some fun, aren't they?
Yeah. Have you done the one that's in the alley? Like, I think it's called A Shrink Wrapped Dream. Have you done that one?
The one with the kid wanting to buy porn, right?
Yeah. And then did you send the freaking mail to the DJ guy?
I've done both. I think I've done just about all the side missions that are available for Kiryu, at least in the early game.
Because yeah.
Have you done the bowling turkey challenge?
No.
Go do that.
Yet.
Go do that. Go do the bowling turkey challenge.
I can't. I'm with Majima.
Well, next time you're Kiryu, go do the bowling turkey challenge at the bowling alley, because it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I played the bowling minigame. I actually had a lot of fun because I like bowling.
It's like, pretty good. It's a pretty good bowling minigame. It's also not too difficult. It's pretty easy. So.
Yeah, I'm a weird person. The only sports that I like are like table and normal tennis, freaking golf, and bowling.
I am almost 100% sure that at least one of the Yakuza games has had table tennis, so you got that as well. I don't think Yakuza 0 has table tennis, but I think one of the later games does.
It does have darts though, and I'm fine with darts as well. So
the issue with darts is that all the darts games are in bars, and every time I go to a bar, I get Kiryu a drink, and Kiryu fucking goes up to play darts while he's hammered. And fun fact, the darts game is affected by whether or not you're drunk, and it is pretty much impossible to win if you're drunk. And Kiryu
By the
just
way,
happens
isn't
to be
there-
drunk
yeah.
every time he plays darts.
It's the only
For
way
me-
to play.
Yeah, for me, Kiryu's never actually drunk all that much. Aside from one time where I bought, what was it? Whatever. There's this like, so you've done the mission where you have to buy the homeless people booze.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so you know the specific booze that they argue about with Kiryu, that's only able that you can only buy on the freaking Quickie Marts.
Yes, and every different store has a different alcohol that they need, so you just need to go over the entire fucking city to get the different types of alcohol they want.
Yeah, you know I don't remember what it's called. It's like potato booze or something.
Potato, yeah, the potato whiskey.
Yeah, so I bought 2 of those because I was like, because you know there's the NPC girl who can make your friend who's a clerk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was like, maybe if I buy a lot of shit, then she'll like me. So I bought a lot of shit, and she didn't like me all that much more.
Yeah, you can't cheese that. You got to do it like you got to come back like every half hour or so and buy something. If you try to buy just a ton of shit in one go, it ain't gonna do anything.
But yeah, so I bought a lot of shit, including 2 of those. So I drank those, and I also bought myself a hangover cure, so only one would be in effect.
Here's the thing. Later on, Kiryu picks up a lot of skills that are only effective when that are only in action when he's drunk. So later in the game, you want Kiryu to be drunk all the time because it makes him stronger. Like it gives you weird shit like you get super armor on your hits so that if you get hit, it won't interrupt your combos and shit as long as you're drunk. It's fucking great.
Literally too drunk to try.
Too drunk to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too drunk to be interrupted during my combos. Alright. Well, Pink, you soon will also hopefully be exposed to the insanity of Yakuza.
If not by your own PS4, then I will probably stream it when we record it.
Alright, Pink, speaking of PS4s, how close are you getting a PS4?
Very. I just want to... Since my store is kind of troublesome, I figure I'm just going to go elsewhere at this point.
Alright.
I've been telling you to order it from GameStop for the PS4.
Yeah, you have, and I should have listened back then. Like I had considered at this point to just not and wait for Black Friday, but I figure I might as well just do it now or in the near future. I just want to go get actual money from the bank, so I'm not using my debit card and whatnot, so I can actually see what I'm doing.
When you said A or something, I thought that we would just hear the sounds of you like standing up and then going to the store.
That'd fuck up our plans for the day. So, Eddie, have you done anything else besides playing Yakuza?
I actually started reading a book.
Holy shit!
I mean, it's not a thing that I do each day. Yes, I'm Indian, I guess. But yeah, so, I started reading I, Claudius. I think would be the English title.
Oh, is it? I've not heard of it, but I'm gonna wager off the title. It's Hamlet from the perspective of the villain.
No, it's actually Roman Emperor Claudius.
Oh, that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
We've instantly gone from Alex territory to Pink territory. Like, oh, classical civilization. Hey, Pink, you want to field this one?
Yeah, so it's a book written by some guy named Graves, I think. Corey Graves. It was written by Corey Graves. But yeah, no, I don't know who it is because I don't think they actually ever say his full name in the book. But it was written by a guy named Graves, who went through any historical record that he could find and basically pieced together a sort of memoir for Roman Emperor Claudius. I don't remember which one. And so it's written from the first person of Claudius telling the story or whatever the hell.
Oh shit, we got news coming out as we're doing the podcast, boys.
Oh no.
So they revealed the fucking, apparently the next DLC character for Soul Calibur 6.
It's Spar.
Is Soul Calibur out yet?
It is.
Yes, it's art. It's
came
out, Pick. It's been out for a week.
It came out last
wow.
week. Where do you think
Oh, wow.
Lizard Man penis came from?
That is an excellent question. I can't believe I didn't make that connection.
It came from Harada himself.
Yeah, Harada was like, hey guys, want to see what the character creation system can do? Alright, so I'm getting the link here, and oh no. Oh, okay, so the next guest character in Soul Calibur 6, I presume the second DLC character after Tira, is 2B from Nier Automata, or Automata, however you pronounce it, fuck it.
Aramadabia. Hey. Yeah,
So here's a character that none of us are really invested in.
Let me turn this volume off real quick.
I can't watch the trailer because the recording is on my end.
Oh no.
But so, the question is, to be or not to be?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
We're back to Hamlet now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'll just assume, based on the fact that it's 2B from Nier Automata, she's got a little drone, she's got swords, and she's got a big ass, and that's the character, right?
Yeah.
And I hear Nier Automata...
I'd be sold if she had a big ass, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Well, people are always obsessed with her ass.
Will she get the rear view? Will she get the rear view from Pirha, though?
Are you saying we're gonna stick a rear view mirror on her so she can stare at her own ass?
No, did you not watch the PV Pink we did on Soul Calibur 2?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm fucking busy with shit.
It was like half a year ago, whatever. So...
I was probably busy at the time.
You know Naomi's finisher. The rear view.
No. Oh,
So,
wait,
Naomi.
the wrestler, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking, like, is there a Soul Calibur character named Naomi? And I was thinking of Sung Mina for a little bit. So, okay, yeah, I get you. It's the fucking ass slam.
Yeah, so I think Pyrrha has that move. So whenever I did that move to Pink, or PV Pink, I said that she calls it the rear view. So is 2B going to have the rear view, though?
Well, given how many people are obsessed with her ass...
Or they will actually just make her into a freaking Toyota or something, you know?
She just turns into a fucking car, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. She's a transformer. Oh, the freaking... She has
the opponents.
She has that big of an ass because that's where she keeps her luggage or whatever the hell. That's where you can that's the trunk.
So what you're saying is that when she transforms, her ass unfolds?
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Yeah, that Nier Automata was supposed to be a pretty good game. None of us picked it up.
I played the demo.
There was a demo?
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I think Soon picked the game up. I'll have to ask him how the game is.
From the demo, it was Japanese.
Oh. Well, yeah.
It was Japanese.
No shit, Sherlock. You say as there is this blindfolded girl with short white hair wielding katanas in a Lolita dress with a humongous ass and breasts. This could not be any more fucking Japanese if it tried.
But yeah, the game was it was basically a 3D hack and slash with shooting.
Well, it's made by Platinum, and I've heard it compared to character action games. So is it along those lines?
Yeah, kind of. Well, basically it's a lot like Bayonetta. If Bayonetta had you shoot on bosses, I think.
Okay, so that means it's all... Platinum has also made a character action shooter, though. They made Vanquish, which I think we have on Xbox One, and I have not played through yet, but I should at some point.
Yeah, me neither. But no, it's not like Vanquish, because Vanquish only allows you to shoot, I think. It's like if you mixed Bayonetta with Vanquish.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. But, I mean, hey, Soul Calibur 6, I'm happy to see more content for it. And if this gets people to buy the damn game because everybody loves this 2B character, then yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Give them some more money so they can make more good content.
And
But then
hopefully, if it's sticking with the Tekken method of the DLC is all going to be crossover characters, I hope we get more good characters than 2B or characters that are more relevant to us.
Yeah,
because we're assholes.
But like, let's just discuss what other characters we could be Yeah, what other characters could we be? I could not be an asshole, but anyway. So,
bless you.
Thank you.
So, by the way, it's true because W sneezed on it. I don't know if it's a Hungarian thing or not. But
2B is true because I sneezed on her?
No.
Okay.
What I said is true because you sneezed after I said it.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting tradition.
Yeah, it's weird. But it tends to work out somehow. But anyway.
So,
no question the miracles of sneezing.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say who I want as the crossover character, and you guys are both going to go, yeah, that's exactly what I expected. So, can either of you take a wild fucking guess at who I want to be Soul Calibur 6's crossover character?
You want Yoda back.
Yoda. You want On Job from 007.
Wouldn't that be something?
Okay, you both nailed it. No, I want Dante. Because Dante originally was supposed to be the crossover character of Soul Calibur 3.
Right.
And, yeah.
I hope just to spite you, it's not actually Dante, it's the new guy with the freaking summoning.
It's just V.
Yeah.
Well, V would have... Didn't they introduce a joke character in Soul Calibur 5 and his moves were like stumbling over his own ass?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, just bring that guy back. It just give that moveset to V.
Ha.
But, alright.
But yeah, so let's discuss what's freaking other guest characters they could have based on what games were big in the last couple of years.
I know what Addy wants as the guest character. He wants Ezio again.
No. I mean, I wouldn't mind it because I liked playing as Ezio, but, you know.
Yeah. He wants another ranged character so he doesn't have to actually play the game. He's going for honor. Just give him a gun.
They put in the Lawbringer so I can poke people off of the side that I can.
That would be awesome! That wouldn't be... That's kind of funny, but that would actually be awesome if they brought in a For Honor character.
Yeah, if they bring in if they bring in a For Honor character, I hope that it's either freaking like who would represent For Honor the best. For me, it would be Aramusha, of course, but whatever. I think that the best representation of For Honor would either be Shugoki or Centurion.
No. I'd say that if there's not really any iconic characters out of For Honor, if there's anyone that people associate, it's probably either the Raider or the Kinsei. But I mean, we've already got a dude with a big axe and a dude with a big sword.
Right.
Yeah, so put in a dude with a big stick, or put in a big dude with a small sword. Who else?
I was thinking Lawbringer would actually be fairly unique. You were joking about him, but like, I don't think there is anyone in Soul Calibur with a pole axe, right?
No,
nope.
There's none.
Yeah. But who was your actual serious pick, Addy?
My serious pick for what?
For a guest character that you would like in Soul Calibur 6.
Oh, I haven't actually thought about it.
No. All right, Pink, quick, cover for time. Who's your guest pick?
Oh, who even is out there? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because they're done with Injustice now, so they're free to jump ship. They're gonna be in every fighting game by 2020.
And then they released the gigantic turtle mashup that we have literally every fighting game character ever created, and the turtles.
So Mugen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mugen. It's literally just a copy of Mugen Everything versus Everything.
Addy always pitches these ideas that are intended to be funny because they're stupid for fighting games. Where it's like, hey, what if so-and-so crossed over with so-and-so? And I always say, Mugen, it happened. It was there. Somebody did that.
But it either has happened or can happen.
Yes.
But But yeah, as for actual like serious candidates, I think it would be interesting since they actually tried this once, and since the series is kind of starting back up now, seeing Kazuki Kazama in Soul Calibur.
Help me here. Is that Kazuya's mom?
No,
Okay, are we talking like an ancient ancestor of Jin and Jun then?
no, it's a guy from Samurai Showdown.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I need a little bit of help there. But yeah,
Yes,
absolutely. Samurai Showdown is one fighting game that would be really easy to transfer somebody. And they're already tied with SNK since they put Geese in Tekken.
yeah. Then there's also the part where Samurai Showdown has already tried going the Soul Calibur route, so they will really just need to touch that up a bit so it's not shit,
Yeah,
and then they would have a character.
yeah. They could absolutely give it a shot. And Pink, who would be your serious guest pick?
Trying to think of somebody pretty to add.
We gave you time, you fucker.
Yeah, but nothing's coming to mind.
Somebody pretty to add.
What about Bumblebee from Transformers? I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Well, if 2B's a Transformer, then fuck it, why not?
If both Bumblebee and 2B transform at the same time, the game turns into a racing game.
But all the Soul Calibur arenas are so tiny.
Yeah,
They're just
it's
they're just doing donuts.
yeah, it's a drift race. It's a 20 lap drift race,
All right.
and you still only see it from the side.
I'm glad this topic only went to stupid places, because none of us can really talk about 2B. All right, Pink, how about you talk what you've done this past week while I go blow my nose because I am currently leaking snot.
Or you know what? For the next guest character, they should add is freaking St. Patrick from the Pokemon for the freaking what you can address Pokemon Go.
The who what?
The Vatican endorsed Pokemon Go.
Oh.
But yeah, Pink, so what have you done?
What have I done? So, I don't know if I wanted to talk about one thing if Alex isn't here, so hold off on that real quick. But I did play Rainbow Six. They've got this stupid little Halloween thing going on right now.
Ah, yeah. So does For Honor, actually.
Yeah, I saw that as well. That came like a day later. Or it
Yeah,
might have been
did
at the
you-
same time, and it just didn't give the notifications for that as well.
Did
I
you see
haven't
this
done-
scary skeleton minions?
I did not. I haven't done a For Honor yet. But Rainbow Six, they currently have their house map all decorated like Halloween themed and whatnot. So I gotta play that a little bit, and Alex appears to be back, so I did watch Daredevil.
Oh,
Season
hey!
3.
So I am solidly convinced I am not going to watch Daredevil Season 3 for one simple, stupid, petty reason.
What is that?
They got rid of the red suit and went back to him just wearing black rags.
Right.
I absolutely refuse to do it. I refuse to be part of this movement against superhero costumes. Because
I can understand that. I've always been a strong supporter of making the superheroes actually look like their comic book counterparts.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't Charlie Cox just outright come out and say he hates working in the Daredevil costume, and it was that he played a large part in ensuring that they got rid of it?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that, but I also don't troll around looking for news on the Netflix series. So it's very likely that he did say that, because I imagine that's something that he would say, because I know a lot of actors don't like wearing the skin-tight spandex because it's so restricting and uncomfortable.
I don't think
Or at
it's
least I
even
assume
that.
that much.
I don't think it's even that. I think it's just a simple case of branding. They want more of their face to be showing so that they can advertise it.
Right.
So in my case, I already fucking hate Charlie Cox because I can't stand him as an actor. So I'm going to say that he did that because it confirms my prejudices.
But the thing is, the guy is named Cox.
Well, I mean, I don't see what that's got to do with it unless he's got dicks hanging out of his Daredevil suit, but, you know. Anyways, keep going, Pink. So I heard this season introduced Bullseye.
It does. It does in a very different way. He
Right.
doesn't really become Bullseye
Until the very end?
Until the very end.
Because it's Netflix.
He's an FBI agent in season 3, and he's still the vicious killer that we all know and love. It's just that they don't give him the identity of Bullseye at all in season 3.
He said he goes by Ice Bull.
Yeah, I suppose. He's the imposter Daredevil, and that is it. The season, if you're not going to watch the season, would you like me to spoil the end stinger?
Absolutely.
So, Bullseye, or false Daredevil, has his back broken in the finale. So, he's obviously going to get that adamantium spine that he has in the comics. And it's looking like he will allegedly... Yeah.
Not adamantium, because they can't acknowledge Wolverine, but vibranium.
Well, they could acknowledge Wolverine now that they've got Fox under wraps.
Right, but I bet you season 4 will probably be written before that the deal goes through.
Right. So they might not even mention vibranium, if we're being honest.
It would be hilarious if vibranium is such a big thing in the movies, and then the TV is just like, oh yeah, Fisk got Bullseye a fucking vibranium spine. He had to kill several Wakandans to do it, but hey, T'Challa doesn't care because the movies and TVs are separate, and we aren't gonna fucking pay Chadwick Boseman to come on here.
We can't afford him anymore.
It would be funny if they just said that they stole it from like what was the guy's name? What was the Gollum guy's name in Black Panther? His character, Claw. It would be funny if they said after Claw died in Black Panther 1, somebody just stole all of his vibranium shit from his stash, and it's Fisk. Yeah, it sounds really stupid to me. But, I mean, Bullseye's one of the only characters I appreciate out of the Daredevil mythos. Him and Kingpin. So, hearing it, oh, he's not Bullseye, he's evil Daredevil. It's like, fuck that.
Yeah. I actually think they handled the Bullseye very well. I was thoroughly entertained with him.
How much do they go into his backstory?
I want to say quite a bit.
Because part of the fun in Bullseye with Marvel is most Marvel villains have a shit ton of backstory. And part of the fun with Bullseye was that he didn't have any. Nobody fucking knew where he came from. Because it didn't.
Right.
Whoever he was before he was Bullseye didn't matter.
Right.
It's the same thing with Joker in DC, like where part of the fun with Joker is that we don't know where the fuck he came from.
Right. In season 3 of Daredevil, they very much make Poindexter an actual character and not just this faceless enemy of Daredevil with no prior identity.
I'm not saying he should be faceless. I'm just saying no one should care before he puts on the mask, so to speak, you know?
Right.
What was he has a name he goes by in the comics. Is it just Dexter?
Lester Poindexter.
Lester Poindexter, right. And it's obviously a fake bullshit name, which is what makes it so great.
Right.
Anytime I hear about the TV show characters, I always think of like the sadness of lost movie relations. Because, that means we'll never get Bullseye on the Dark Avengers. If they do decide to go through the Dark Avengers, we'll never get Bullseye wearing Hawkeye's costume.
Right, but he would be wearing Hawkeye's costume anyway, because they don't give him that stupid costume, gosh darn it.
Well, they might give him the Ronin costume.
That's even worse.
Have Bullseye as Ronin, fuck it. Bullseye, Hawkeye, and Blade are all Ronin at the same time. And they run into each other and they do the fucking Spider-Man animated series thing where they're all pointing at each other.
Perfect.
Who the hell is Ronin?
Addy, do you not know who Ronin is?
No.
He is two people at once. Because when Hawkeye died during Avengers Disassembled, it turned out he'd faked his death somehow, even though he fucking exploded. Go figure how a man fakes that. And fucking...
I mean, I've been crazy enough to rip off his fingernails and throw them at people.
That's a different universe.
Yeah, right. I know.
And then Hawkeye, look, a new superhero showed up on the scene, and he was a cool, badass ninja named Ronin. And then he takes the mask off a year or so later, and it turns out it's Hawkeye. But then a new Ronin shows up, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Hawkeye's right here. This one can't be Hawkeye." And then it turns out that one's Blade.
But why was Blade a ninja?
I have no idea why Blade even bothered with that shit. Blade ordinarily doesn't even have anything to do with the other superheroes. He's busy with vampires.
Right. And before those two, there was the first Ronin, who was Echo. Remember Echo?
Fuck no, I don't.
Exactly.
I forgot about her until you reminded me. Anything that happens in Daredevil past 1990, I don't give a shit. I'm pretty sure Bloody Mary went off and raped Deadpool or something, and that's pretty much it. Oh, I think Daredevil went crazy, put on a black suit, said he was evil, killed Bullseye, and then it turned out he wasn't evil.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then who was the inverted color palette Daredevil?
That was just Shadowlands Daredevil. I think that was supposed to be evil Daredevil during his evil phase. When he was made the leader of the Hand, wasn't he?
Yes.
That was the Shadowlands arc where like Luke Cage and Moon Knight had to stop him or something. And it turned out he was a good guy all along, and it was part of some big plot. Because, you know, when I think of Daredevil as a superhero, I think of his main power being his ability to plot. Yes, clearly this guy that thinks it's good to jump off of rooftops is a real fucking strategist.
The thing is, this blind guy that thinks it's good to jump off of rooftops.
Man, you guys ever see those collections of comic book facts, and they're like all horse shit?
No.
It's like a common thing to post on social media is like, here's a folder of 50 superhero facts. And they're all like complete stupid bullshit where it's taken from alternate universe comics. One of the ones that always fucking gets me in terms of how stupid it is one that says, Daredevil doesn't know where he's landing when he jumps off a rooftop. He just improvises. And I'm just like, that's fucking stupid. That's a good way for Daredevil to jump off the wrong rooftop. He lands at street level and his knees shoot through his fucking brain cavity.
The thing is, it's probably true if you think about it.
Because Daredevil's a stupid fucking character.
Yeah, he is. By the way, I don't remember. But so I think like I get confused about this a lot when I was smaller. But isn't Daredevil's backstory just the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles backstory from the other side?
Because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were created as a parody of Daredevil. Because here's the thing. Have you ever noticed that the ninja clan that Daredevil fights is called the Hand? And the ninja clan that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fight is called the Foot? I have caused several people to reconsider their lives with that revelation.
Bloody hell. Okay, now we know what we need. Daredevil versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's already happened! It's already a comic!
Why?
Because it had to. It's the fucking Hand and the Foot, and they were supposed to be born from the same crazy toxic shit. Legitimately. In the origin comic of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the very first issue, you can fucking see in the background young Matthew Murdock getting hit by the same toxic shit that hits the Turtles.
Yeah, I was wondering for a while if that's actually canon or not.
I'm almost 100% sure that Splinter is just supposed to be Stick's pet rat, isn't he?
Yes.
Because it's Splinter off of Stick. Oh, God. So that was delightfully stupid. Pink, you done anything else other than watching Daredevil?
I want to say yes, but I don't recall.
All right, I want to go ahead.
I definitely did watch you guys play Resident Evil, though, so there's that.
Yeah, that was fun. That's one of my favorite fucking recording moments yet, I gotta say. When I look down at my phone to look up, like, what Barry's quote was when he says Master of Unlocking, and while I'm looking away, Addie goes and opens the fucking front door to the mansion, letting in a bunch of zombie dogs. And I just look up and I see Jill with the door wide open, Jill going, "Oh shit, I fucked up," as a dog dives through, and I'm like, Addie.
As the door dives through.
Holy shit, zombie doors. The T-virus has gone too far. How will we stop this zombie door infection?
Chainsaws.
Chainsaw. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, no, wait. The enemies have all the chainsaws. You never played Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 5. The enemy has all the chainsaws. They've taken all of them.
Freaking hatchets.
The Resident Evil guys refuse to use any weapons other than knives.
Praying to Uller to rain down X's. just a million star-locking X's. Fly down from the sky.
And I'm just imagining Uller throwing them throwing them rapidly, and new ones are just appearing into his hands.
Yeah.
It's kind of good that Pink can't remember what he has done, because I was hoping we would get this over with soon-ish, so that we can switch to the Halloween project that me and Addie are working on. We'll have to talk for a little bit, and then we'll move on to the thing that all three of us were going to be doing together, the one-off. But, hey, Addie, have you done anything other than playing Yakuza and the other thing that you talked about?
I picked up Zerker in Forever so I can do a spoof video that will take freaking ages for me to do, but whatever. Of getting good with Berserker in Forever and then editing together a video that makes it so it looks like he's Uller in game. Like not not import the model and shit. Just like you put the same effects on him and put the Smite's UI in the game and stuff.
I was about to say, yeah, like have the voice clips, yeah.
Yeah, and have the voice clips.
Does the Berserker have the skill to pull out the bow?
No, sadly not.
Shit, damn it.
He does have the X throw though.
Cool. Can he call down a rain of arrows?
No.
Shit.
No, he has bombs. He has being angry, and he has throwing axes.
All right, close enough.
So he's just gonna be he's just gonna be Uller stuck in melee.
Uller, but his B button doesn't work.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, he even has the freaking leap. Like
he does.
If you do the dashing heavy forwards, then he does the freaking leap. So yeah. And then I even figured out that freaking taunting would be the stance switching, because I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Pink. What you have been doing this past week, if Addie's working on that, Pink, you've been working on Pokemon still, haven't you?
Right.
All right, and I assume that playthrough's still going well.
Yeah. I just need to remember to upload stuff.
I wish I wasn't going to college so that I could do solo channel work.
Oh yeah, news. I'm probably not going to college.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was just kind of assumed, but yeah.
I mean, it was planned until like a couple of weeks before now, because basically the part of work that I wanted to go in was really freaking weird in what you actually need to go into the part of work. So then I just kind of dropped that, and I'm probably gonna go into woodworking or something. I don't know. I just want to build shit. like me being the builder of the group is not actually a joke. I do actually like building shit.
All right. So, guess we'll just skip ahead to what I'm doing. I've picked up Red Dead 2. It's pretty fucking good. You know what I love about Red Dead 2?
Sand.
What's that?
So you guys have played...
everywhere. But yeah.
Actually, I've not run into any sand. The desert is far, far away, because you start off in the fucking blizzard-ass mountains.
Oh.
Where it's snowing so hard that your character becomes a snowman, basically, if he spends 5 minutes outside.
And your character wouldn't stop yelling Aries.
Dude, some levels actually have a Jason button.
Bloody hell.
So yeah, the addition of dialogue trees, really nice, because you guys have played Rockstar games. You know that every Rockstar game is full of casts of really annoying characters that you hate.
Right.
So, did you ever wish when you're playing the games, that you could have your character just tell them off?
Yes.
No.
You are now...
Yeah.
Okay, what are you saying, Addie?
I was going to say that though I dislike the gameplay enough to not actually wish to play them at all.
So you now have complete freedom to tell off all the characters you don't like, even if your character is supposed to be friends with them. So one of the members of the gang, Micah, is a big racist and also a sadist, where everybody else is with the group because they want to make social change. Micah's just there because he wants to hurt people. And where before it would just kind of be handled like, Franklin or CJ or Michael would just be like, oh, well, he's there. And they never do anything about him. Like, by all means, you can't kill him and you can't force him out of the group, but you can sure give him a fucking hard time about it. Like, there's one member of the group that's a guy that just handles, like, loans. He loans out to people, and then he makes you go collect the debts. And it's always, like, some poor sod that didn't know what they were getting into and can't pay off the debt, so you have to beat the shit out of them and then steal their crap to pay off the debts and all that. And you can just go back to the guy who's giving out the loans, and you can just call him a huge piece of shit to his face. Like, it cracks me up, like... Because the guy's just... Your main character is kind of just a bully at times. I just went up to the loan shark guy and said, I'm evil, but you... People say I'm evil, but you take the prize. If you had a spine, you'd be real dangerous, or some shit like that. And he, like, legitimately, the loan shark pretty much walked away crying with his hands in his head, his face in his hands. They handle it as a prequel really well. Did either of you guys play the first Red Dead?
No.
I played a little bit of it.
Okay, how far did you get in it, Pink?
We've discussed, and it was assumed that at least halfway.
Okay, so did you get to Mexico?
Yes.
Did you finish the Mexico section?
No.
Okay. So you've definitely seen the antagonist Bill Williamson, who is supposed to be John's fellow former ex-gangster, who is portrayed as something of an idiot who is resentful of John.
Right.
So we got Bill, who's just an absolute idiot and was portrayed about as unsympathetically as you possibly could portray him. And there's the two other gang members John ran into, Javier Escuela, who is portrayed as basically not having any personality aside from being kind of cowardly, and he's a dude in a big sombrero. And he runs away while insulting John's wife. And there's Dutch, who used to be the old gang leader, but now he's gone fucking crazy and leads a gang of Native Americans in the hills. And so a big purpose of this prequel is to show each of those characters in a different light. Dutch is portrayed before he went crazy, and he's very much a man of refinement and intelligence, but still a person who thinks that Western civilization is horseshit and wants to go away from it. We got Bill, who, despite being a complete idiot, actually has some sense of morals and loyalty, and notably, like, Bill, you went through the entirety of Red Dead 1, like, boy, Bill's just kind of a piece of shit with no redeeming factors. Then you get to Red Dead 2, where Micah's this huge sadistic racist, and Bill looks so much better by comparison. Because, like, Bill instantly went from, like, oh, hey, he's a piece of shit, to, oh, hey, he's actually bothering to hang out with the black members of the gang, whereas Micah just tells them to fuck off and then slings racial slurs at them. And Javier has retroactively turned into probably the coolest member of the group. Because he's not an asshole, and he just kind of does what he just kind of actually has a moral compass and actually tries to help people. Which, yeah. And John. Oh boy, John's getting it hard in this game. So, you remember from the first Red Dead how John was a really nice, moral guy who just wanted to save his family. He didn't drink much, he refused to sleep with prostitutes, all that. Yeah, John's a piece of shit in the past. Huge piece of shit. Like, it's vaguely implied that he may be abusive towards his wife. He definitely left his family, for at least a year. He's a huge alcoholic. He's probably cheating on his wife. And it's like, oh boy. Like, I get why they did it, because in the first Red Dead, redemption is in the title,
Right.
But the first Red Dead never felt like a redemption for John. It felt like John was a good person to begin with. It feels like John was unjustly being, prosecuted for effectively being a good person, just being a good person outside the government's view. So the redemption aspect never really felt like it was there. It never really felt like John had done much shitty stuff when he was with the gang. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is actually making you go back and see, like, oh yeah, John was a huge piece of shit when he was young. It's like, oh, well, now this is gonna make the first Red Dead Redemption way different. Like, oh yeah, John, you are a piece of shit. Like, I remember people were complaining with the first Red Dead how if you tried to play the game evil, like murdering and stealing just for fun, how the story missions would not fit that because John was a perfectly honorable, respectful person in cutscenes. And yeah, now, hey, guess what? John was a fucking scumbag. And Arthur, the new protagonist of Red Dead 2, is very clearly much more built to. He's got enough morals that you could see him playing the good guy, but at the same time, he's anal enough about so many things and distrustful of people enough that you could see him as a bad guy as well. I'm really liking Arthur as the new protagonist as well, because he is just an asshole. If you don't like a character in the game, but you don't feel like killing them, you can just open up the dialogue tree, and there's pretty much a button. There's a button called antagonize. Somebody should mod it so that instead of saying antagonize, it just says shit on. You can just go up to John and Arthur will say, "Oh, hey, it's Father of the Year. Oh, hey, why don't you teach your kid how to swim? Oh, right, you don't know how." Because that's a reference to the first Red Dead, where I think I mentioned it before. If John so much as fucking touches water, he drops dead.
Right.
And I love the idea of Arthur just mocking the shit out of John because, hey, you don't know how to swim, you fucking idiot. And of course, you can customize Arthur's outfit as much as you like. Eddie, people are already using the character creator to turn Arthur into an anime hero. And it's
What
only...
kind?
So far, I've definitely seen Dante, and I think that somebody's also made Vash the Stampede. But it's only going to get worse, especially when GTA Online comes out, and you're definitely going to be able to customize the full character. Then we'll get to some crazy shit. And I gotta say, a lot of the features they introduced are some really cool shit. The survival aspects are actually not very heavily interfering. You're probably just going to be picking up a ton of food from all the people you kill and all the houses you raid, so hey. I'm not even playing evil, but there's plenty of moments where Arthur's like, oh hey, you're a bad person, I'll kill you and then steal all the shit in your house.
Yeah.
Justice. Like, I'm trying to play middling here, which I know in video games, it's always, video games always try to discourage you from playing neutral, because there are perks of being good and perks of being bad, but there's no perks of being neutral. But fuck it, I'm being neutral. Fuck you. Arthur, I'm trying to make Arthur a person with actual moral depth, not just goody-goody or evil. But what was I saying? Anyways, yeah, you can eat and you can drink, and you can drink lots of alcohol to gain power. Like here,
I don't know why. I have no idea why, but I thought you were going to say you can eat people. You're first getting to me.
Yeah, that was what I did in Conan, but don't worry. We'll get to the forest. We'll get to the forest eventually, and Addy, you will be ready. But what was I saying? Yeah, and you can smoke. Smoking is an action you can take, and it gives you superpowers.
That is not your health because they thought that it was good for you.
It takes a little bit off your stamina, actually, but and then in exchange, it gives you a way more super meter, which you can use to activate bullet time. Holy shit, why did nobody tell me that you can smoke to activate bullet time? What a hidden technique that is.
Whenever your lung collapses, you get bullet time.
Yeah. You can eventually cough lung cancer projectiles at people.
Yeah. And if they just to us breathe around it, they will also get lung cancer.
Yeah.
Just by association.
It's a constant area of affectability.
Yeah.
I absolutely love what they've done with the sporting cast. It's a different decision. So you know how with most Rockstar games you have a revolving cast where you have different mission contacts throughout the entire game?
Yeah.
Right.
Red Dead has instead decided to go with, basically there's a cast of 15 characters in your gang, and that's all the cast you're going to interact with throughout the entire game. And it's really neat. Because it's like an RPG party where you get attached to the different members and their different roles they serve in the group.
And then you can bring them into your room. And freaking Fire Emblem it.
There's at least two characters that at this point I am almost 100% sure, like, this is definitely a romance option. I don't know if
Is
Arthur...
that a floating robot?
I don't think Arthur can fuck a floating robot, no. I've not seen any floating robots yet, and I don't think Arthur can fuck them. But if I do see a floating robot, Addy, I will do... For you, Addy, because you were demanding it, I will attempt to fuck that floating robot. But, yeah. Oh, I'm having a ton of fun with it. I'll probably talk more next week, and I'm sure Addy will be happy about that. I hear Addy over there getting Ivan to deliver him new knives.
I can't hear half of what you're saying because it's cutting out for whatever reason.
Oh, fuck me. Whatever, the audience can hear it. That's what's important. But, yeah, it's a fucking great game, and I'll probably have more to say about it later. And when Red Dead Online comes out, we'll probably be assembling a crew of 5 to 6 people. Possibly 7. It will absolutely be the most FOSers in one online game. It will be nuts.
And
Very
we won't have
nice.
we won't have a camera for it.
Yeah. Well, hey, I was... fuck.
Yeah, you were going to buy an Elgato.
I was going to, but at the current rate of 4 viewers per video, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that's worth $100. You want to pick a fight with me on this, Addy? We can do this. But, yeah. So, what was I... I was going to say something. There was something I was thinking of. That would be our big finale. But I can't think of it. So instead...
So this is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and robots. Far as the eye can see.
Fuck
and only
them
one will
all.
survive. And only one will survive. I wonder who will it be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
Addy, say bye.
Well done, Eddie.
Success!